We are, we're live, but there's an advertisement going on right now for almost everybody. So, it's all good. So I'm just going to if you are watching this right now, this is all bonus content. Bonus content.
Should I take my top off?
Yeah.
Could you? Would that be great? Yoshi. No, I'm playing. All right, I'm assuming the advertisements are over as of now, I'm guessing. Hey, everybody. Hey, thank you very much for tuning in to Goodman Games Official, and welcome to Blades Against Bandwidth. We are back after our bye week. Everyone's looking tan and refreshed and ready to go. And hey, our first guest of our post-break thing. Everybody say hey to Jared Crater.
Jared!
Hi.
Hey for the folks, Jared. Let them know that you're here, that you're real.
I'm here. I am real. In
So
the middle of the country, KCMO style. If you hear a bunch of fireworks, it's because I live downtown.
Well, it's fantastic. So glad to have everybody here watching at home, and sorry, turning down my app so I can also participate in the chat room. So if you guys remember from 2 weeks ago when we last left off, you guys had encountered a bizarre carriage on the road and seen some people that were had a battle with these strange green guardians who were some of them transformed back into humans because Tia Martha did some magic, reached out to the gods, and now we find ourselves once again. We battled a couple of guards out in front of this guy's cliffside citadel, and now the whole crew of us are standing outside this huge door in front of this guy leading to the interior of this cliffside palace. So what's the move, fellas, ladies? What are y'all gonna do?
Is that a
recap? Yep.
Good recap.
Yeah. So
we brought a child with us because we are responsible adults.
We're good at it.
Yeah.
Don't we have henchmen with us, or am I remembering that incorrectly? We've got the kid.
We have the kid, and then we just
all right.
As y'all recall, you guys, Tia Martha managed to, I believe, turn one of these people back into a human out in front with the divine intervention. Speaking of which, what's your disapproval at? Starting this off.
Well, we've traveled since then, and it's been a couple of days, so it resets.
So you didn't do that to the person at the door?
No, I think that we killed them. Have we killed them yet?
I should have watched last week's episode. I did not. I was busy doing other things, eating steak, watching patriotic movies.
Yeah, it sounds like zero disapproval to me. Sounds like it's what it was, right?
I'm pretty sure it's zero disapproval.
Yeah, I've been keeping track, and I know I've rested since the last time I did that.
All right, cool. Then the guys out front are dead. You are the two of you are out in front of this citadel, and you guys can do whatever it is you feel. So there's the door in front of y'all. What do y'all get up into?
Did these dudes have anything worthwhile look like as far as equipment or?
No, the one of them, one is just a shattered pile of green crystal at this point. The other one turned back into a human and he has a longsword. So if anyone needs a longsword,
I'll take a handful of shattered crystal because you never know when that could come in handy.
It's not that kind of crystal.
I was about to kick him off the side.
You could, if you wanted to, you could sort of like bodily, you could the living guy, you could walk over and like go around the side and throw him off the cliff into the ocean. The other guys, it would really take like a sweep. You know what I mean? You'd have to like get this. He's in a million pieces, crushed up on the floor.
I don't think we want to be that disrespectful to the person we just killed. We'll just set him aside and get him out of the way.
All right.
I'll look back at these guys, and as long as you have my back, I'll go check out the door.
Yep.
Back up about 20 feet.
All right, you guys get back about 20 feet while Anatole goes over and checks that door.
I have my arrow knocked just in case anyone comes up on him.
Okay,
I have my bicep flexed just in case.
Forrester is like already looking pumped, even though we're just at the beginning of this dungeon. It's awesome. It's fantastic. All right, so go ahead and give me that find traps check there, Monsieur Anatole.
With a +4, it's a 10.
Yeah, looks good to you.
And it looks like a normal door. It's not, is it all crystal or is it just like a regular wooden door?
Yeah. So actually, it's a large door of some silvery metal. You are not sure what it's made of.
And it's smooth, right? Nothing written in it or anything like it. I have to worry about glyphs or runes that I can see.
You don't see any glyphs or runes carved into it. It's got a like a big, opacious looking latch that you would have to twist in order to open to go into the interior.
Well, I will try that. I will try that first before I worry about picking a lock.
All right, you open that up, and yeah, sure enough, it opens up straight away, and you are looking down a hallway. Hallway is yeah. So the hallway, the large hallway measures 20 feet by 50 feet and ends at another large door. The walls are completely tiled with mosaics. You can't, from the outside, you can't tell what they're of, but you can see that there are mosaic artwork done all the way throughout, all the way to the end of this hallway, at the end of which there is another door.
Door is open. I have done my duties.
Okay,
now free to
I'll
exit.
approach the door and I'll tap on the inside with my 10-foot pole, just checking for traps.
Okay, you standing there at the door frame, you tap around on the inside with the 10-foot pole. Nothing seems to happen. You too see that there's a pattern of mosaic tiles along the walls in there that are clearly making up illustrations.
Is this hallway lit or unlit?
This hallway is lit. There are there's like halfway down it, there are 2 wall sconces with torches in them.
Anything weird about the floor?
Floor is also made of, the floor is not made of tiles. The floor is, the walls and the ceilings are covered with mosaics, but the floors are just regular stone floors.
Brendan, I'm going to creep in. And so it's just a long hallway to another door? Is it exactly right?
Yeah, that's exactly right. It is a long hallway. It goes down 50 feet to another door.
So I'm worried about if this was like a guarded entrance, there might be arrow slits or something on the walls to like watch us. So I'll go left and I'm just going to look at the wall looking for observation holes or murder holes or arrow slits.
Sure, you got it. So yeah, give me since you're checking for that kind of thing specifically, go ahead and give me an intelligence roll. Just tell me what you get.
My strong suit.
Mm-hmm.
So the 11 makes it, with my -1 makes it a 10.
Okay, 10, that's fine. So you go down, here's what happens. You go down there and you're just gonna like go in, you're gonna just describe me like.
So I don't want to walk in totally because I don't want to get shot at from the sides if there are like guards and murder holes. So I'm gonna immediately go in, take a left, walk to the wall, and walk down the wall looking for.
Gotcha. All right. So yeah, sure enough, you go down about 25 feet and you find this, you see it as it's just what you were thinking. There's a slit right there in that wall. It's darkened in there, but it's like 6 inches by 6. It's pretty big. It's actually like larger than, like it's not just arrow size. Like you could, like a spear could come through it or something along those lines. More than that. So now that you're down here, you can see the mosaics, which is a weird word for me to say. The mosaic completely shows images. It shows like what appears to be, there's one central figure that appears again in the mosaic. It looks like a wizard. He's a green robe sorcerer. He's obviously being made into like super heroic proportions. You see him battling dragons and demons, reading spell books, inscribing scrolls, consulting ancient mummies, gazing into a crystal ball. Like everything you've ever seen a wizard do on the side of a van, essentially, is represented somewhere on the interior of this hallway in mosaic tiles, all of them involving this guy, this wizard, green face, green robes, green everything.
Mm. So for those that haven't entered yet, I'll just relay that back to the man and also point out that there is a slit of some sort. Is there a matching one on the other side that I can see from the?
There absolutely is. While you're pointing that out, a brisk breeze blows you from the walls, and then you see a strange sight.
I'm sorry, what happens to the walls? What did you say?
Okay, so while Anatol looks back at you and starts describing, he says, "There's a hole here, there's a hole here." And just as he starts to do that, you see a brisk breeze blows off at you from the walls, and then you see a strange sight. The wall tiles begin to detach at various points and float through the air, carried on the rising wind. Soon, there are eddies of tiles swirling about the room. They converge into a whirling cyclone at the end of the hall, and they suddenly form into the shape of a man composed of thousands of shifting, moving tiles. It kind of comes together. All these things make a clack, 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 clack sound, like you just dropped all these marble tiles from like high up, and then it starts moving down the hallway and coming at Anatol. So, hey, we're here, guys. Let's, ladies and gentlemen, let's once again please roll me some initiative.
Ooh,
That's good.
Okay, so yuck. Starting off what I'm considering season 2 new adventure with a real crap initiative start first thing. That's just terrible. Okay, so starting from the top, Wigs, what'd you get? I'm sorry?
Muted, sorry. 7.
7 for Wigs. New friend Septis, what'd you get?
18.
18 for Septis. Look at you, go Septis.
That's my one roll for the night. Everything else is
Think positive, think positive. Ernie Weiss, the warrior.
16 total.
16 for Ernie. Okay, Forrester Longbranch.
dirty 20.
Dirty 20. Forrester in pole position. Tia Martha.
I got a dirty 18.
Who has the high agility out of Sepsis and Tia Martha?
Mine is 13.
Mine is 16.
All right, you were going to go first, which is handy because
I thought Forrester had a 20.
The first of those two who are tied. Not the first.
Just the two people. The two of y'all are tied.
Gotcha.
Segment 18, or you're going to call it. Cool. Last but not least, Anatol actually in the hallway.
I got a 21.
Ooh.
It's you, dog. I got to make extra space here on top.
A nat 21.
That's outstanding. All right. Well, needless to
Go out if you wanted to.
say, needless to say, Anatol, you were going first. So you were in the hallway. It's about 25 feet. Like you're about halfway down, right by that one hole, and across the way from the other hole. And this thing formed at the far end. And it's starting to come down, like make its way towards you. Yeah, it looks, it's very tiley and mean looking. It looks real angry, and it is coming your way. What are you going to do?
I'm going to backpedal as far as I can towards the door to get closer to my friends again. And I'm going to fire an arrow, take out my short bow, and shoot an arrow at this thing and see if it's vulnerable to normal damage.
Outstanding. All right, go ahead and take your shot, my friend.
I got a 10.
You
That
got
seems-
a 10.
That seems to be the number that this die wants to roll today.
Well, I'll tell you what. That 10 is actually going to hit. Ka-ting! You know, it's not super fast. Yeah, you crunch it with the top. You hit it, and it's still up. But go ahead and do rolling damage.
Yeah, 3 points of damage.
Okay, so yeah, like you guys actually see, like when you hit it, like you see a few tiles kind of get like knocked aside, like they sort of like fall out of the thing's body. It gets a little smaller. Now that it's all come together, it kind of looks like it's obviously it's man shaped, but it sort of looks like a man wearing a robe. That's sort of like the general outline of it. So that was not a bad opener. And it's time for Forrester and then Septis. Forrester, you are outside the door looking inside. You see this thing in there.
All right, I step inside, I flex my one giant arm, and I say, I challenge you to an arm wrestling match. If I can beat you fair and square, you'll let us pass without any injury.
All right. So you call out to it. We'll see what it does on this round.
Okay.
It is Septis. Septis, it is your turn.
These things aren't moving super fast, the tiles themselves.
It doesn't, like I said, you only really have seen it sort of form up at this point. You don't really know how quickly it can move as far as agility, but I'll tell you what, though, it did just kind of stand there and take that arrow. Like it's not dodging. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I'm going to try to cast Force Manipulation. See if we can get a bit of a safety shield between us.
All right, go ahead.
Oh, no, that's a 7. It's not failure. Oh, no, it is. Well, it's failure, but hey, it's not, corruption type.
Yeah, it's not a corruption. So, all right, so you try casting this force shield up and just, there's something about this. This place seems inherently very, very magical to you, and something about it throws your cosmic calculations off. Spell does not go off, but that's all right, though, because Tia Martha is fixing to do something just spectacular, followed by Ernie. What's she going to do?
That's right. I'm going to cast paralysis on this thing.
All right.
So that is a 14, which does, it imbues my sword with the energy of paralysis it'll be for 3 rounds.
Okay. So for 3 rounds, your sword is now, like, y'all see like a holy light comes from above and lights up Tia Martha's sword, her holy symbol, and it's you got the power. You got the power. We'll see where it goes. Ernie, it is your turn.
Are we gonna stay back out here outside of this doorway and let them come to us, or can I go up there and like meet them halfway? I'm asking these guys.
I just ran back because I didn't want to get smashed.
Right.
I've stepped in a little bit to offer the arm wrestling.
All right, I'm gonna go and step alongside Forrester there, and I'm just gonna. I don't know how far in you went, but I'm gonna hold my ground right there, and so we'll be like a little front line.
Gotcha.
And then now that's it.
Okay, so Anatole actually backpedaled up to the wall. So like that's like a 5-foot move for you. So now the 2 of you guys are in there, standing there, shoulder to shoulder. They're just by the door.
Yeah, just inside the doorway. Yeah.
Cool. It's time for Wiggs to do something wiggish.
So like draw a mustache on it or what?
Take its finger.
The sharp.
Break off a finger and keep it forever.
So it's just kind of essentially blocking us from the door, yeah?
It hasn't gone yet. So yeah, right now it just sort of formed up into this like figure, like a robed human, and it's getting ready to do. Who even knows what it's gonna do? It's
very large. Can I, for my movement, kind of dash between its legs to get to the other side?
Well, it hasn't come up yet. Like it's still at the far end of the hallway. So.
Okay. I already have my arrow knocked. I'll just shoot that.
Take a shot.
26.
Yeah, you absolutely hit it. Give me some damage.
Uh, 4 points of damage.
Okay, outstanding. All right, so 4 points of damage. So you hit it with an arrow, and it's very much the same thing. Like when you zap it, like it goes right through it. It doesn't seem to dodge or try to get out of the way, and it just bursts. When it bursts through, a bunch of tiles just kind of like get knocked back against the wall and cracked. All right, that's awesome, Wig. So it is its turn. So it's going to go a full move charge. It is going to either Forrester. It does not seem to be reacting to your challenge. It seems to it's going to charge up there, and it's going to either try to slam on either Anatole or Ernie. So 1, 2, 3. Anatole, 4, 5, 6. What's up, Ernie? Hey, this thing has decided to charge forward, and like I said, it's looming forward, and like its fist seems to get bigger and bigger as it gets there. And then it is going to it just throws this great big tiley fist at you.
Mm-hmm.
That's going to get an 8. That is crappy. Just crappy.
I just like stood there and he just missed me. I didn't even move.
Yeah, he just throws like a garbage throw. But then something else happens this round. Okay, so you guys also see that a burst of tiles come from the inside, like part of the wall, like the tiles in the wall, a burst of them just come out and fly at y'all. And they're actually going at Tia Martha after casting that spell successfully. So Tia Martha, okay, you are hit with kind of a flood of tiles and take 5 points of damage.
Noted.
Yeah. So and that is it. So now it's right there. It's like it's 10 feet away from the open door at this point, looming there over Ernie, but it just threw a grapefruit and didn't even get near Ernie's head. So it's top of the order. It's time for Anatole to do something anatomic.
I think I want to give this thing, make it have to choose where it attacks. So I'm gonna even if I provoke a free attack, I'm gonna run past it. To get on the other side. Yeah,
it's definitely gonna take a free shot you running past that, and it is gonna get a grand total of a 17 with that.
Oh, that'll do it.
Yeah, so you are gonna take. That could have been worse. You're gonna take 2 points of damage, but you run past it. Now you're on the far side.
And I'm gonna run past it because I want to look at the other door just to see if it's like, I don't know if I can actually do an action just to test it and see if it's open or if it has a handle.
Yeah, you can run down there and it's just like you run down there to the door. It's got like an opener. You could open it up if you want to. Well, not this round. This it's gonna take your full round to get there at the end, pretty much. But next round you can open it up and check it out.
Sure.
All right, so the fight is going to continue, and we're going to keep on moving down to Monsieur Forrester. Forrester, this cowardly cur decided that it was not up to your challenge. You don't let that kind of nonsense go on?
Well, first off, I want anybody who's watching this this channel to know that there's a really fun conversation happening in our private chat. Wiggs is saying that we need Culk, and Ernie's saying we need Grout Cleaner, and Brendan popped in with Tilex. So I figured those watching the stream might want to know about the fun thing that just happened. But yeah, I am outraged, so I am going full Murder Hobbit.
Dun, dun, dun.
Murder Hobbit! So with my Murder Hobbit, I got an 8 and a dirty 20. I'm guessing the 8 doesn't hit.
Exactly.
Oh, and the dirty 20 only did 1 point of damage. Boo!
But you know what though? You run in there and take one shot at it, and you sort of smack, and a whole bunch of tiles sort of fly out of it. So you actually reduce it by a little bit. You know what I'm saying?
Ooh.
So
I guess
so fight. Yeah, so fight continues, but we will see where what's going to happen next. So it's time for Septis. Septis, your first spell didn't work out, but I believe in you.
Not only is Septis frustrated that his spell didn't work, he's also frustrated that he didn't politely ask the judge if he could have burned a point of luck to keep that spell. So he's just going to say it and just magic missile.
All right.
Wow, it's just not getting any better today. That's a 9. That is also lost. But he remembers this time and says, "Oh God, babul gabuz," because I still can't pronounce that name after 7 years. May I please regain this spell for one more day?
So you're gonna burn some luck to fulfill.
I was just gonna burn a point of luck to hang on to this spell later.
Are you only one point away?
2. Actually, yeah. Let's go ahead and burn 2 points of luck.
Because if you're 2 away, I'll burn 1, and you've got 2 points.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
Halfling power. Okay, so that gives me
Hobbit. I'm not half of anything.
Hobbit. Thank you.
Nobody knows what a ling is.
I'm definitely not half of one.
There we go. So that's 1 single missile for 1 single point of damage. Pew. It's not a pew pew. It's 1 pew.
It connects. It works, and like you blow a tile off of it, ping, tile goes flying into the air. It looks over at you like with disproportionate, like spellcaster with disproportionate rage for how much damage you've done. But this fight is still anyone's fight at this point. So that's awesome. Well done. Set this time for Tia Martha to set the record straight.
All right. Well, I'm going to have to get in there and swing with my paralyzing sword.
Paralyzing power.
Shouting something about how cool Justicia is, because that's how I roll. And I have to have missed, because that's 4 to hit.
Yes, that is going to miss. But you know what? Even though that misses, you got 2 more rounds on the paralysis. So it's still happening. All right. So that was awesome for Tia Martha, and it's time for Ernie. Ernie, he swung at you last time, so he's right in your grill. He just threw a garbage punch. What are you gonna do?
I just looked at that trash punch of him and from him, and I'm gonna go in. I'm gonna knock him back. I'm gonna use some mighty deeds, and I'm using my mighty deed to knock him back.
Right, knock him back.
And I got the deed. There's a 14 hit.
14 does. What did you get on your deed die?
3.
3 on the deed die. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
So I'll say you knock him back a clear 5 feet away from everybody. Kaboosh.
Mm-hmm.
So you can move if you actually want to. You can actually move this round and not take a attack of opportunity because you have shoved him out of your range. But go ahead and give me damage real quick though, so we don't forget.
10 points of damage.
Outstanding.
Nice.
All right, cool. So that was fantastic. So it's time for Wiggs. Wiggs, you are standing outside. You see these things get knocked back. It's like tiles falling off everywhere, just flying in every direction. What are you gonna do?
Charge in straight through.
Wah! All right. Are you gonna charge the monster, or are you gonna go past it?
I want to go past him, but I still want to attack. So like move and attack. Is that okay, or is that?
Yeah. I see what you're going. Like you want to do a run by kind of an attack.
Yeah.
What are you gonna use?
I already have my bow out, so I guess I'll just use that.
Take a shot. How far in are you gonna go?
As far as I can, like my full
30.
movement.
Yeah, 30. Yeah, you'll be essentially halfway down the hallway when you get there, and Anatol's at the far end. So you're fine. Take a shot.
And there's nobody in like direct melee with him, like where I'll be.
Oh yes, there is. There's Ernie.
No. I'll just aim really well.
I believe in you.
Thank you. 12? 12?
Actually, that hits. Yeah.
No friendly fire.
Yeah.
5 points of damage.
Oh, nicely done. All right, so yeah, what am I going to do this round? Devotion, that's interesting. All right, so it is its turn. So it's going to bring it's going to once again, it joins its hands in his great big piley double fist, and is going to try to bring them right down on Ernie's head. Kaboosh! He's actually got a 21 that time, and it's going to do the low damage of 4 points. Kaboosh! But then once again, another burst of tiles flies off that wall. And this time, hold on, let it die go. You know, I need better light. Oh, that's what I'll get. I'll get a little bit. All right, cool. Yeah, so here is what happened. This round, those tiles fly off the wall. And like last time, you also saw those tiles all kind of like come over and go at Tia Martha. Like they just actually like blast at her. But this time the tile comes off the wall, and it actually creates 4 smaller creatures, like 4-legged dog-sized constructs. They this round they just come together. The one is right, like obviously like they're kind of in the Whigs direction, like on that side of the fight, and the other 3 are facing everybody else. They don't this round. They just kind of come together like the thing did last round. All these tiles flying together and you know becoming up. But we'll see what they do next round. So, yes, now there are also 4 more little tile creatures in here, guys. And that is what y'all see. So the fight is going to continue, and it is it's top of the order, Anatol. Anatol, you're by that door at the far end of this thing.
Yeah, I'm just going to try and open it.
All right. Yeah, sure enough, you open that door. It absolutely opens, and I will go ahead and tell you what you are looking at. Yeah. I'll read this one. 1 second. All right, you open that door, and here's what you're looking at. You are looking into a 30-foot by 40-foot chamber, appointed like a living room or reception area with couches, chairs, and tables, rearranged to make several comfortable seating areas. Lush rugs cover the stone floors, and colorful fabrics hang over the walls. On the opposite wall are 2 doors, and between them is a 20-foot wide table topped with a single massive slab of emeralds. So like an emerald slab table is like the far wall there is the first thing you see. So that is what you see without going into the actual room itself.
And the doors are on either side of that table. Is that what you said?
Say again?
There are 2 doors. They're both one on either side of the table.
Yeah, let me look at the actual baboosh. Yeah, so when you're looking across the way, okay, yeah, there's a door to your right on the far right side of that room, door to the far left side of that room. But in the middle is a huge 20-foot long table. Like I said, the entire top seems to be like a slab of green jade, or it looks similar to the green crystal that the creatures out front were made out of.
Sure.
And that is what you see. It's like you just broke, it's like you just broke into the downtown Marriott. You know what I mean? Like, it's like, how is this in a dungeon? It's all nice. You know what I mean? It's like,
I'll call.
what did you say?
I'm just call it like, if you need to, the door is open.
All right, cool. So that is what y'all see. So it's time to keep moving. Forrester, you are inside there. You are in the mix. You are. Hold on. You're muted. You're muted. I hate missing this.
I am muted.
Going for more.
Hobbit. Oh, yes. A 15 and a 5.
All right. And both at the main creature.
Yeah.
Yeah. Give me some damage.
I don't care about those little guys.
So one time. That 15 hits, 5 misses. So please.
All right. My 15 does 4 points of damage.
All right. Outstanding. So you slash at him, and yeah, some tiles fly out off of his body, but he keeps coming. So we'll see what happens. Set this. Look, I know we've had some bad dice so far, okay? But you know what? I'm ready. I'm ready for you to do something astounding. Okay? Come on now.
When I hear Anatole say the door's open, I book it. I'm running as fast as I can.
Solidarity, Rage. Solidarity. All right. Yeah, you run over there and you get to the next. You run up there and get to the next, like up to the door. And next round you can do what you're gonna do. You weren't actually in melee, so no one gets a free shot on you. So we will move on. It's Tia Martha. Tia Martha, you're there at the grill. You got 2 more rounds of paralysis sword. What are you gonna do?
I'm going to hit it with my sword this time first.
All right, I believe in it.
And then we'll see what happens.
Tia Martha brings down the blade.
That is a 17 to hit.
Boom, that's gonna hit.
With 2 points of damage, and it needs to make a DC difficulty 14.
14.
Will save.
Okay, so let's see. Can he avoid not being? And it's a fortitude save.
It's a will save.
Will save. Okay, here it comes. You know what? Dang thing is paralyzed. Outstanding. Well done, Tia. All right, so how many? This is going to count. How many rounds do we paralyze for?
1d6 plus my level, which is 2. So
all right,
I'll let you roll.
Up. Okay, I'm rolling. Here it comes. 5 GD rounds. So that's fantastic. That's gosh darn for you guys watching at home.
All right, and then I'll move down the hall.
All right. So the thing freezes up. You move down the hallway. So you can get about 30 feet down. So you're actually right up there with Wiggs. And there's a little tiny, smaller version of these things that's over there in your proximity when you arrive there. Down at the end of the hallway, you can see that Anatole is down there plus Septis. So that is what y'all see. Ernie Weiss. Ernie, if you want to make an attack of this thing this round, you can go ahead and roll on a D24 because paralysis. You're muted, bro.
How long is he paralyzed for, you said? Like
5 gosh darn
should I bother? There's these bunch of little guys that are going to start harassing my friends in a minute, right? I think I'm going to focus on those
They certainly
guys.
look aggressive, and they are not paralyzed.
All right, so I'm going to go ahead and go catch up. So Anatole's at the end of the hall.
Yeah, so like check it out. Where you are, okay, there's actually 3 of these little creatures are down there nearby where you are. Okay.
Oh, where I am.
Halfway down, yeah, halfway on the hallway, there's one that's over there by where Tia Martha and
Wiggs.
Tia Martha and Wiggs are. Down at the end of the hall is Anatole and Septis.
Okay. Am I in melee with the dudes that I'm with the little dudes?
The little dudes haven't attacked yet, so they won't get a free shot on you.
Then I'm just gonna go ahead and catch up with Tia Martha and Wiggs and get their back. Oh, you know I'm gonna.
Right.
You know what? I'm gonna get that little dude that's with them. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna charge up to those guys and.
All right, give me an attack roll. You got it.
Yeah. I'm just gonna go. I'm not gonna do my deed. I'm just gonna go for damage. I didn't get it anyway. And I rolled a 5. I'm just swinging my sword around.
All right, bet. Yeah, whoa! You run down there. It's distracting. There's a lot of tiles. You know what I mean? It's getting dusty in here from all these things breaking. That's cool though. Wiggs, you are halfway down the hallway, and there's one little itty bitty one that's like it's dog sized. It looks like it's getting ready to try to come and see you about its grievances about elves in general, and you in particular.
I'll cast Magic Missile on it. Wait, no. I'm going to run the rest of the length of the hallway, and then I'll cast Magic Missile.
Okay, so you run down to the end and then cast Magic Missile down at the little creature that tried to get you last round.
Yep.
Outstanding. Go ahead, make me that spell check. Wiggs throws a finger.
I lost the spell.
Wiggs gets the finger. Sorry.
It's fine. If you guys want to like hustle through the door, since there is a door this time, I can cast Ward Portal next round.
Okay.
and just like lock that off.
If you want to.
Anyway.
All right, so here's it. This is round one for the this is round one of the what do you call it?
Paralysis.
The paralysis. Okay. So then 3 of these creatures are going to attack Forrester. So here comes this is the small.
Hey.
You're the only one that's left over there. Everybody else ran. They got nobody else to go after. So here comes number 1. That's gonna be a 6. Number 2, it's gonna be a 5. Come on, dice. And 11. I'm assuming all of miss you. All right.
I haven't.
Any of those hit you, Forrester?
No, sir.
Oh, okay, yeah. The last one's going after Ernie. The one you swung on, Ernie, is going to jump at you and is going to actually crit. Man, this thing, like, oof. Yeah, it's we'll see how this is going to roll out. Oh, here's my. It's going to get a crit 4 on the monster table. What weapon did you swing at him?
Sword.
You swung me a sword. So here is what happens. You take 3 points of damage, and he hits you, and you're like it's like a kind of surprise shot, like to your chest. When he does, you let go of your sword, and it goes 9, 15 feet away. So it's almost at the end of the hallway now. It's like 5 feet away from the door. Ka-ding, ka-ding, ka-ding. And the thing makes this clack, 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 clack sound at you while it has you there.
I'm going that way anyway, right?
Yeah, it's the sword went in the direction you're already headed. So just let you know. And then here is what happens. Once again, a whole bunch of tiles come off the wall. But this time, all those tiles actually hit the main creature that's paralyzed. And you can see they kind of like go towards repairing its damage. These tiles sort of like bolster it, and now it's looking big, bad, and beefy again, y'all. So it's still paralyzed, but now a lot of those tiles you knocked off it have been replaced by more tiles flying off of the walls. And that is what y'all see. So it's the top of the order. It is Anatol. Anatol, you were at the
doorway.
Cusp of the doorway. Yes.
I will lay down some cover fire for my friends that are still like so Forrester. I'm gonna fire an arrow at this thing, and don't mind my dog.
Sure. Are you gonna fire an arrow at the? Is that Lulu?
Yeah, Lulu's going nuts. We have a.
I love
visitor.
Lulu. Go ahead and are you shooting at the main one, the big one, or the small?
I would say one of the ones that's menacing Forrester.
Okay, go ahead and make that shot.
10 again.
That is going to hit. Go ahead and roll me some damage.
3.
All right, so you blast one. It's still up, but you definitely for a moment you thought, oh, I took out so many tiles, it's definitely going to break. But it's still going at him, but it's all janky now. It's all like bits and parts are coming out. It's still going after Forrester aggressively, but like it's not, it's nowhere near as heinous looking as it was a minute ago. Nice shot. And it's speaking of Forrester, from downtown, Anatol just hit one of those 3 that are menacing you with an arrow. It's still up. There are 3 of them that are snapping at you this round. What are you going to do?
I'm going to hit at one of them with my axe and hit at a different one with my axe too.
Are either of those the wounded one?
Yes.
All right, please roll me the wounded one first.
Wounded one is a 13.
Boom, that hits.
For 9 points of damage.
Oh, 9. Oh, I forgot how strong you are.
Yeah.
Big arm. The wounded one gets the big arm. All right, and roll me yet a second one.
Nah.
All right. So you hit that first one. You hit it so hard that just tiles spray everywhere. It's destroyed. And the tiles
Jared,
go
in
all the
case
way
you've
down
missed
the
it, my Hobbit has 1 strength 18 arm, and my other arm is normal.
Yeah, it's like, you look like Jean Borg in a tank top. You know what I mean? Like the mighty tennis arm, the one big arm. You know what I'm saying? All So that's fantastic. So yeah, Forest 86 is one of these small ones. Fight continues. Septus, you are at the threshold of this next room over there. What are you gonna do?
Well, we're still under some concern, so I'm gonna yell, "Everybody out of the way!" And flaming hands. I'm gonna spell burn 6 points.
Yeah.
Total.
All right, bet.
Scraping, my gooey, sticky frog flesh.
I love it. So let's talk practicality though. Okay, so you can totally do that, but you're gonna have to move. If you move halfway down the hallway, then like backwards, because you won't have the range to hit anything except for the one by itself right now. If you move halfway down the hallway, you can get, depending on how well you roll, you can get the big one, any number of the little ones. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. Head up about 15 feet or whatever.
Yeah, about 25. Getting back in the middle of it, we'll give you the range that you need. So you head back there, and 5 points of spell burn. I love it. I want to see what damage. I want you to roll some damage out.
6 points. So 16 on the die. 16 on the die plus 4 plus 26. So it's a blast of fire that hits 3 targets for 2d6 plus my caster level of 2.
Jeff, give me some fire. Jarrett, are you going to hit the big one and 2 little ones?
Yep.
All right.
And it's 14 points of damage.
To each?
Yes.
Is that 14 like DCC, or is that like 14 like Pathfinder damage or something crazy like that?
It's probably DCC.
Sure. I'm just making sure we're on the same page. So here's what happens. Jeff, the other 2 that were on you, burst of flame hits them and they just fall apart.
Yeah.
And that the big one is still up, but like he's completely scorched. Half those tiles just sort of melt off of it, and it's definitely greatly reduced this round. Outstanding. Nice job, man.
Brendan, also, because of the mercurial nature of magic, I have mirror magic. So for a split second, a duplicate of me pops in and shoots off an 18. Yeah, okay, so it shoots off another blast of fire for a d6. It's my mercurial. So it's only 3 damage on that one.
Oh my God, man.
Hopefully that didn't catch Ernie.
Oh, that was let's make luck checks. Let's make luck checks. No. Is that's 3 points at the big one, I assume, right?
Mm-hmm.
All right, it's still up. But again, more melty, less tiley. Nice job, Septus. Tia Martha, you're in the middle of the hallway. There's one actually that's like a 5-foot step away from you. Speaking of Pathfinder, what are you gonna do?
I think I'm gonna have to step over there and the wizard came back out. I'm not gonna leave him out here alone, so I'm gonna move over there and take the little one out.
All right,
my mighty sword.
Mighty sword.
A 17 to hit.
Boom! Crunch. Give me some damage.
And let's see. 6 damage.
All right, outstanding. So Tia Martha charges back down the hallway. That one over there that critted Ernie last round runs over there and just cuts it in half. Tiles fly all over the place. You guys get some blowback from tiles flying up, but you're still up. That's outstanding. Fight continues, and it's Ernie.
My turn. I'm laughing. I'm still laughing from what I was just seeing. So Tia Martha just took out the guy that was right in front of me. Is it just me and Tia Martha up here?
I was like in the middle of the hallway.
Yeah, we're up in the middle of the hallway. Everybody else went back. No, Septus is up with us too. So there's like a little cluster of us. I'm telling these guys, head to the door. I'll hold these guys back. And I'm gonna. Do you guys know what the 7-tree spear thing is? I wrote it down, but I don't remember what it was.
The 7-tree spear. Why, that is a magical spear that was taken away from Gulflagrator. The spear that had kept him pinned down, and you took it out. So I believe right now it's a +1 spear.
Okay.
Who had it?
I have it now.
Yeah. I believe it's a +1 spear.
Yeah, it's a
the spear
+1.
of the ancient giants.
It makes giants afraid of you.
Doesn't it also mean that he's king?
I mean,
debatable.
Where we left it off was that where we left it off is that the I'm trying to say the rulership of 9 towns is still in dispute. It never, if you had stayed and maybe pressed the issue and been like, I got this, but it just didn't, y'all didn't. So here we go.
So for our practical purposes, it's just like a +1 spear for me.
Yeah, but it's got an awesome name and a history, and
Okay, cool. Well, anyway, I'm going to go ahead and use the 7-tree spear. I'm going to go ahead and kind of get all 3rd edition on you, and I'm going to stand my ground, and I'm going to brace for a charge, and I'm going to tell these guys to head to the door, and I'll be right there. And so when one of these little dummies and the big guy, no, he's still paralyzed, but the little guys are going to kind of probably try to charge, and I'll be ready for him. That's what I'm going to do.
Yeah. Okay, I want to point out that all the little ones are dead as of the fire blast. The only one that's left is paralyzed big guy.
Okay, I'm still not going to run back until the rest of these guys run back.
Cool. Yeah. All right, cool. All right, so you can go ahead and roll your deed die.
Okay. I got a 1 on my deed die. Is that good?
Okay. If you had gotten a 3, I would have said like anybody going past you gets a free shot. You know what I'm saying? Like you would have gotten since you're holding your ground there. So
okay.
But that's cool. So yeah. All right. So Ernie says, everybody get out. I'll hold them off. Wiggs, it is your turn. You are right there on the door leading to the interior.
So I'm just waiting for everyone to run through to cast Ward Portal. And there's there's no active enemies in the room, right?
You look around. There's couches, places to sit. You don't see any active enemies in there. Looks quiet.
Looks quiet. You're gonna make me roll for it?
I'm not making anybody roll for anything. What is this, Russia? You almost roll on anything you don't want to roll. You look around. You do not see. There's nothing that you look. It looks. You know what? I can say it looks like the lobby of the Hilton downtown Indianapolis. You could go there and sit and read a magazine. I bet it'd be cool. I don't even think anyone would ask to see your ticket.
So the only guy left in the previous room is paralyzed, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Okay. I'm just gonna wait for my stragglers, and then I'm gonna cast Word Portal.
Bet. All right. So you are holding off on casting that session.
Or actually, no. I will with this round. I'm going to spellburn to get Magic Missile back.
You got it. You burn 1 point of Magic Missile, and you can go ahead and you're gonna fire it down there at the paralyzed big tile guy.
I'm just burning to regain the spell.
Well, remember, you burn it. You can use it back 1 time. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Why not? I'll. Okay. I also got a pew. Just like a single pew.
I'll take a pew.
Yeah.
Finger guns.
You blast a tile. A single tile flies off of it. And everything's all good though. You're
and it's 1 point of damage.
Yeah, I got you. All right. Still though, y'all see that Wiggs has blasted this thing for a point of damage. It's all good. They go. So here is what happened. This is round 2 of paralysis for guys. He declares his holding position. But once again, another burst of tiles flies off of the wall, and they all kind of gather over there and such. Septus, go ahead and give me a luck check. D20 roll low under your luck, my friend.
Current luck is 13. That is a 1. Yeah, nice.
So you actually rolled under your luck?
Mm-hmm.
So here is what happened. So once again, sorry y'all. Once again, these tiles are just flying off the walls. So remember that last. Here's what you see. So another burst of tile fly off the wall, and they actually once again hit the big one, and once again sort of like seem as if they are re-girding him and making him, like filling in the cracks and fixing some of the damage he's taken from this battle. But when this blast of tiles came specifically from the patch of wall right next to the front doors, and when they fly off of there, you see that they were covering up some kind of a secret door that is there all the way to the far end, so all the way to the end of the hallway, and to your just to the right before you actually get to the door that's open right now that you guys are going through. So the tile flying off has revealed a secret door.
So Wig, do you still want us to join you, or should we now try to go for the secret door?
It's up to you.
Whose turn is it?
Let me just call it out. It's Anatol. Anatol, you're there at the door. You were right by there. You also see that the secret door is just cropped up there.
So I don't want to go investigating other secret doors and other things while this thing's still up. So because it's paralyzed, if I hit it, will I get my backstab?
I will say if you make it easy, if you creep up to it and give me a easy DC 13 sneak silently check, and it's not aware that you are there, then yes, you will absolutely get that.
All right. I got an 18 on my sneak silently.
Yep, that's gonna do it. So go ahead and take your attack with your full bonus on there and such.
I got an 18, 21, 22 to hit.
That's a hit.
So my crit die is D12. That's a 6.
6 on table 2. Why, that's fantastic. I'm going to be. Oh,
I'm going to spend a point of luck actually on the crit die because I don't really care about having the speed. So
all right.
I'm going to spend one point of luck, which is going to get me my luck die to D4. All right, so it brings me up by 1, which is a plus 3d4. So
cool.
So
give me that total damage.
11, 15, 17.
17?
Yeah.
Points of damage?
Yeah.
That's American. That's not like Euro damage or anything?
Not metric. It's it's imperial.
Okay, so you hit that thing at this point, it just took on a whole bunch of tiles. You creep down there and just and that, it's still up, but it's spewed all over the place. And where it is at this point, you do not think it's going to survive another round of that level of damage. It's really in bad shape now. Half of it, one arm is hanging on by one tile. You know what I'm saying? It's just still paralyzed, but just hanging there in the air, just janky as heck. So that was awesome. That's a great move. And it's time for Forrester and then Septis.
All right, I'm gonna go ahead and get Murder Hobbit on it, and then I have a move after that. So, I got a crit.
Nice.
Well, first, does a 15? Yeah, 15 hits, right?
Yep.
Okay, so that does 8 points of damage.
Okay.
Plus,
so I'll tell you what. Why don't instead just describe to me how awesome that crit is rather than rolling a dice. Just tell me how amazing it is.
Yeah, so I leap into its body through a hole that was just created by Anatol, and I start swirling around with my axes from the inside of it, and little bits of tile are just flying everywhere, and then falls to the ground just raining mosaic all over my body.
Absolutely.
And I flex my arm. It's like little tile
Yeah.
bits fall into
And
my
when
bicep.
it falls at your feet, you see that a bunch of them are actually somehow they're Scrabble tiles. They land at your feet. You look down. It says "pwned." It's like a miracle. You know what I mean? So yeah, you guys have absolutely shattered and destroyed this thing. You guys can take 3 experience points.
Ooh.
Nice.
And I'm gonna go check out the secret door.
Okay, you can go over there and second. Okay, so
I also just want to say I just got a second monitor, and like this is a life game changer, life changer
Really?
and a game changer. My God,
you know
It's incredible.
I had one, but it was sure enough you couldn't see. Like whenever I used it, it actually took my CPU power away. So we one of the things we figured out today is that I can't have 2 monitors going at once because I don't have the computing power. But there you go. Hey, while I'm real quick reading about this secret door, Jeff, don't you have some amazing news you'd like to share with our audience?
Yes, the Appendix N Book Club is nominated for an Emmy for Best Podcast. So please, 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 if you are watching this and you are a fan of the show or just want to be, you know, a good global citizen, head on over to the Ennies page. That's ENNIES. If you Google it, it'll come right up, Ennies. And you can vote for the Appendix N Book Club for Best Podcast.
Outstanding. I hope you all will take the time because, you know, that's we all want to support Jeff and, keep the DCC power.
Yeah.
Take back the Ennies. Take back the Ennies.
Take back the Ennies.
And what other podcast has both me and Michael Moorcock on as a guest?
Right? Very, very few.
Exactly.
Very, very. I can't think of any stuff.
Dude, that's kind of like
all.
when I do my whole Kevin Bacon degrees of separation now, I only have like 1 degree of separation thanks to Jeff.
Dude, I think you're like 2 degrees of separation from Robert E. Howard at this point.
Oh shit.
I mean, if as far as correspondence went.
It's Goodman Games. I should not be.
Jeff, I will turn this adventure right around, Jeff.
Oops, sorry.
We will go right back to Ing. Is that what you want? We'll go right back to that city.
What's also fun is
wait.
I'm also only 2 degrees from Kevin Bacon in the fact that I was actually in a movie. I actually acted in a movie with Lithgow. What is his first name? Why am I forgetting his name?
John Lithgow?
John Lithgow and Marissa Tomei. I was in a movie with both of them, and they're both in movies with Kevin Bacon. So I'm also I myself am 2 degrees from Kevin Bacon.
I'm gonna stalk your IMDb page, Jeff.
It's Jeff Goad. Yeah, look it up.
Nice.
I'm in one movie, and that one movie has John Lithgow and Marissa Tomei in it.
What
Yeah, you're
movie is
connected to
this?
everybody in the
You're
world.
totally there.
It's a movie called Love is Strange, and in it I play Jeff, who is a Dungeons and Dragons player.
How do I not know this?
How did you learn to? Where did you draw from to play this role?
My friend is the director, and he posted to Facebook being like, "Hey, I've got a Dungeons and Dragons scene in my movie. Does anybody know how to play this game? And maybe you could teach me and the players." And me and 2 of his friends responded. So he had all 3 of us get together with the cast and the director and the writer and like play a game of Dungeons and Dragons with them to show them how to do it. And they videotaped it, and they loved our energy together so much they wrote the 3 of us into the script, and we were in the movie.
That's so cool.
So cool.
Yeah. In fact, even if you just watch the trailer, you see me for a quick second, but I'm only in one scene where I'm playing Dungeons and Dragons. And what's
Yeah.
funny is you can see me and you can hear me, but not at the same time. Every time I'm actually speaking, the camera is on Alfred Molina, who's in the kitchen listening.
I need to see this movie now.
I have watched movies for way worse. I just watched Hell Comes to Frogtown on Michael Curtis's recommendation.
Will you ever forgive him?
Rogue Usagi says that Jeff has been typecasted as a nerd.
fair. Very accurate.
All right, so you go out and check that secret door. It's more like the door was a hidden thing that was just sort of behind these tiles. It's got an inset latch that you got to kind of turn, but you don't see a lock on it or anything. And it looks like it was just sort of like hidden by this bank of tiles across that wall over there.
I'll toss it open.
All right, you sure enough do open up this door, and it goes into a 10-foot by 10-foot room. And from here, you can see that there is another door similar on the like the north wall. Like you're looking like I'm trying to say the door, like you open it up and like the door is on the east. When you open it up, 10-foot by 10-foot room, but there's another door leading north out of there.
And there's nothing in this room?
No, it's the only thing you see in here is dust and some dusty footprints.
Does the other door look like it's the other side of a secret door as well?
You can't rule that out. You definitely can't, because it looks just like this one from the interior when you take a look at it.
From the interior of, I would imagine that on the other side of a secret door, it probably isn't just like a wooden door with a handle. Like it probably looks very different. Do the two doors look the same from inside?
Yeah, but once you're inside, looking at the back, you like to compare. You take a look at the back of this door that you just came through, and yeah, it looks exactly like the back of that door on the north wall there.
Okay. I would like to go up and press my ear to the door and see what I can hear.
Okay, you press your ear to that door. The room, it sounds quiet there on the far side of that.
I poke my head back into the main hall and see what everybody else is doing.
What is everybody else doing?
Well, I think I'm going to heal the people who have taken damage, is what I'm doing.
I could definitely use some healing.
Are we gonna I'm gonna close that door into the main room and heal people in here in the hallway, or?
I think in the hallway, because things seem resolved here.
Yeah, I think there was time. I think there would have been time for Tia Martha to do some healing. At least, like I need healing while he was
while Jeff is doing his yeah, sure.
Where'd he go? I don't even see him.
I know, he disappeared. He'll be back. Give me some checks, guys. Tia Martha, heal some people.
All right, so I will lay hands on Ernie.
Yes, please.
And my card is right here. So I'm good. I fumbled that. I rolled a natural 1. So that's
roll me a die for your 4.
4 on the Justicia or just regular?
Justicia. On a 4, that is, the cleric is lent out by Justicia to the services of another god and must complete that service as part of her current quest. The god and the service, determined by the judge, most likely to be a lawful god, although Justicia might give her follow the service over to a neutral god as part of the exchange that she sees as a net benefit to law. Go ahead and why don't you make me a luck check there for Maggie Tia Martha.
I made my luck check.
Okay, yeah, you are definitely given into the service of another lawful deity. He said, pulling quickly.
You've gotten this before, haven't you?
Yes, I have.
Yeah,
Last time it was a Dwarven god, and I couldn't speak anything but Dwarven for like a week. Great.
Okay, you have this. You feel like Justica is like, essentially like whispers in your ear and is like, you will now serve another, and as a part of your quest here. And suddenly, all you see in front of you is the moon, this huge, big, giant moon taking up everything you can see. And you hear this voice, and this voice is like, I am Shul, god of the moon. Listen to me, Tia Martha, for as long as you are in my service, one of my servants is being held captive inside this wretched place. I would see them freed and unharmed. Do this, and until it is done so, you shall be You are now Tiamartha, priestess of Shul. 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 Shul.
So, of course, I say, I say the right obeisances and things. And do I know, practically speaking, does this mean I can't use my sword and I have to use a weapon that's sacred to Shul, or can I go on with
that's still, you're still lawful. That's still for a lawful deity.
Yeah, the sword is specific to Justicia, though. That's the thing.
It's not your holy symbol. You're wanting to make a little moon holy symbol and put it on something to,
All right, maybe I'll take like a broken tile that's vaguely crescent shaped and just kind of like take my little hand axe and try to like carve it into more of a moon shape and put it on a string or something. So
you don't just show your butt.
All right. Now.
No. For that, I'm gonna heal myself for next. I rolled another 1. I don't know how this happens. And I rolled a 4 again. Both these dice are retired. I'm done with those dice.
No, neither of those gods they don't want to heal me. That's just all there is to it.
So Justicar is like, in addition to following Shul, you shall also follow another.
Yes, Justicia. I will take on
another
mission, of course.
Once again, you find yourself, you will like Gorhan, the helmed vengeance god of valor and chivalry, and Gorhan is like, I shall see some true chivalry from you today. You see this like darkened hallway with this horned like silhouette there at the end of it. Trapped here within are 4 fair maidens. I would see them freed and kept from their fate. Keep them out of the vats of the Emerald Enchanter, or be forever in my service. All 4, chivalry, horns.
Real quick sidebar. When I turned off my camera to take a quick bio break, it apparently messed up the whole order of the faces and the names on the Twitch stream.
I think we should keep it because I'm Val, you're me. Val's Jeff.
Ooh, I always wanted to be a chef.
Who am I?
You're still you.
Brendan,
Carmen's still Carmen, Dak's still Dak.
And Carmen are still good.
Jarrett is still special guest Jarrett.
All right, so we're gonna do. Are we just gonna leave this, or should I send a text to Al? All right, guys. Listen, I want everyone, if you're watching right now, please send a text to your new reskinned favorite member of Blades Against Bandwidth, and I'd like to see all y'all reply in kind, please. Shul has taken over everyone's destiny. We are all now following strange gods. So
does that mean that I'm not playing Anatol?
Oh yeah, we should switch characters too.
You know what? If we were in person, I would absolutely have everybody switch characters as well. But y'all want to go for it? Y'all want to do it? Is that just too much of a pain in the butt for distance? So we just can't hand over character sheets where I do it, man.
Yeah, that's the one tricky part.
Yeah.
Maybe we should make a Google Drive folder that has all of our characters.
Yeah, for next time.
Yeah.
All right, just in case ever happens again, for next time. We used to do this at the Ren Fest. We would change characters on prank day. So, Tiamartha, you now find yourself under the power of 2 different lawful gods, one of whom has commanded you to free. Shul has commanded you to free their servant that is here within, and the horned god of vengeance has told you to free the 4 maidens who are trapped within, and do not allow them to be put into the vat, whatever the heck that means.
I think I have an idea, because there's others that we've saved that were put into a vat and they were coated in the green stuff. So, I mean, vengeance is the angry sister of justice. So I'm not a little bit familiar with his methods, but we'll do what we can. I will do what I can. I let my friends know that there are some complications now, but I'm going to try to heal us one more time. I have a different die.
Starting with Ernie?
Yes, starting with Ernie.
All right, do it up.
This is a different die now. Now that I'm Jeff, maybe I can roll higher. Okay, so that's an 11, and I'm gonna need to burn a luck, and I'm gonna need to burn a luck to make that work. Yeah, I'll burn a luck. So 12. Ernie, what's your alignment? Neutral?
Neutral.
You get 1 die.
One die.
Oh, Forrest, so
Sweet. That's all I needed.
your secret door led to nothing, or led to
Another door.
another door?
All right, then I need to heal myself too, because I also took a hit, so.
Thank you, Tia Martha.
And I failed, but I didn't incur anyone's wrath, which is nice. Gonna try one more
You're gonna
time.
have like 3 bosses yelling at you from now on. Come on!
Okay, I'm fine now. I can heal myself now. I'm good.
Okay. Right. All right, guys. So being healed, is that everybody?
Anybody else? Yeah, is anyone else hurt?
I'm not hurt enough to make it matter for you to risk disapproval. I'm like barely hurt.
Really, I enjoy facing the ups and downs of the priesthood.
Yeah, I don't want to go any further into this room until we decide if we're gonna go down the other door in that secret. The other door is facing which direction in the secret door?
North.
Oh, so the same direction we're going?
Actually, you know what? Like you've looked around that room. Like from the inside, you're 99% certain that this door leads into that same room with the couches.
Okay. Well, then I'll point out the table. I'm like, that's a pretty interesting looking table. It is completely emerald.
Are there like peepholes or anything in the secret room? I'm trying to figure out what the purpose of the secret room is.
So you do not see any peepholes in this secret room, but the peepholes on the hallway are farther south. Like when you come in, this secret chamber would have to extend another 20 feet south in order for it actually to hook up with that peephole down there that Anatole discovered.
And it doesn't.
It's brick wall right there, just a wall.
Does that brick wall have a secret door in it? Can I be moving around? I'm going to try to like.
Are you asking?
I am. I'm feeling bricks. I'm pushing bricks in. I'm like trying to grab little bricks and pull them out. I'm
It's
like.
an illusion, isn't it?
Okay.
I'm licking
You know what?
them. I'm like twerking against them.
Turns out twerking is the key. It opens up all secret. Twerking opens doors. No, lady girls at home, don't do. No, that's bad advice. Yeah, you know what? Sure enough, you like feel around there, and yes, sure enough, you like cha-ching. You feel something, and yeah, it opens another secret door on the south wall, that little 10 by 10 room, and that goes to another dusty hallway that goes down as far as you can see. But you can clearly see there's light coming in because there's a peephole halfway down there. And that is what you see. So, but that's and then it kind of dead ends there at the end there.
Is anybody still in that room? If I look through the peephole, do I see any of my companions?
I guess you see everybody. You walk down there and you look back. Like I guess you see everybody kind of milling about outside the first secret door, and you see like it's all dusty now with broken tiles and everything, and
I whisper through the hole, "I see you."
Y'all roll initiative. Tile guys.
Got 10. I'm ready.
I come back and say, "No, guys, it was just me. Look what I found."
Cool. Yeah, so you have discovered a network of secret hallways back here. So yeah, you're pretty sure that northern door that you're seeing from behind is a secret door, and that it is going into the room with the couches and everything, and the big green table. And you also think that, that's what you see.
And there were also peepholes in the other wall?
Yeah, the 2 peepholes were on the opposite side. They're almost like you could have tied a rope from one, and it would have been horizontal across the floor from one to the other.
I would like to look for a secret door directly across the way from where the other secret door is in this room.
Okay, sure. You check over there, you move things around, you press and whatever. You do it for a while, but you do not find one.
Okay.
All right, should we explore the comfy room now?
The comfy room. The comfy room. Do y'all want to head in there?
For a bit.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna kick back on one of those nice couches or chairs while they're.
You know, this is one thing. As somebody in a quasi medieval peasant kind of a land, one thing you don't experience very much at all is upholstery. And like, man, you just sink down into this chair like, oh yeah. So you sit down. The rest of y'all pile into the room. Am I?
Yeah, I'm following. I'm checking out the room, and when I see those cushy chairs, I'm like, oh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. So yeah, you guys. Once again, couches, chairs, and tables arranged to create several comfortable sitting areas. A couple of y'all are sitting. Lush rugs cover the stone floors, and colorful fabrics hang over the walls. And then, like I said before, on the opposite wall are two doors. Between them, a 20-foot wide table topped with a massive slab of emeralds. It's a huge, big emerald tabletop thing. You guys go in there, you sit, and then you guys have only been there for a moment, but then you guys notice movement in the direction of the table. And then two winged green skulls rise from the green tabletop as if it were the surface of a pond. They flap towards the ceiling, flapping around. Seconds later, a green-robed, green-skinned man steps from the tabletop to the floor, again emerging from what appears to be an empty space from below the table. And he kind of like looks around, just sort of like looks around and everything. Go ahead and you guys can roll initiative. Oh, you got to beat my 27. What's up?
Oh.
I don't think I can do that.
All right. Here's the thing. Just tell me if anybody beats the 27. That's all that really matters this round. Nobody? I didn't figure, but I got a nat 20. So
before we resolve what that means, what is our highest initiative, and is it worth me spending luck to have somebody act before the enchanter?
Mine's really low.
Is anybody at a 20?
I got a 17.
Okay, I don't have enough luck to make this interesting. So go ahead, Brendan.
I have a 22.
Oh, you have a 22.
A 19 and my +3 initiative.
So I would need to spend 4 for us to tie. We would need to get you 4 higher. You had a 26, Brendan?
27.
27. We need to get you at 5. So I would need to spend 3 points of luck to bump that up to 6. Wiggs, do you think that it's worth me spending 3 luck for you to get to do something before?
Is this an occasion? Is this an occasion for the Kovacs luck?
Oh shit! I did it again. Oops.
It's always an occasion for the Kovacs luck.
Oh, good point.
Oh God, what does that look for?
Yes.
I am your sworn enemy. I have to do this.
Martha.
Smoke, Doug,
Wow, I
Kovacs.
treasure you. Let me double check and make sure how much I have. Oh, I still have 21 left. Okay.
I mean, that could go into a very nice magic missile. I'm just saying.
Also, I just came back, so I'm not really sure what we're doing, but I'm going to do it really hard.
Basically, all you missed is we were hanging out in the comfy room, chilling on sofas, and suddenly the Emerald Enchanter and 2 of his little green bat friends rose from the coffee table.
This is the worst Marriott ever. Okay. So yeah, I will burn. How many do you think I should burn?
Well, so first off, I mean, I guess the first thing is you need to spend the 6 luck to the 6 Doug luck to get you above.
Yeah, I'm there.
Okay, you're there.
I'm super there.
The next thing is you don't need to decide how much luck you want to spend on your magic missile till after. But if you want to burn in addition to that, then I say go for it. I'm always in favor of a big burn.
Me too.
Just gonna turn to the page. Okay, there we go. I like how my book just falls open to magic missile now.
Somebody in the chat just said it can't be worse than the Marriott in Warsaw. I woke up in the casino and someone tried to return my handgun. I didn't own a handgun.
Whoa! Okay, want to hear a story? Wow,
this Caledonia man too. I guess that's like Florida man, but from Caledonia.
So this wasn't a Marriott, but someone tried to return a pair of underpants at a motel in Kansas City. It was like 6 a.m. I had been asleep for 3 hours. Someone pounding on the door. Don't go there. It's okay, so I rolled a 14, which would only get me like 1d4 plus caster level.
Yeah, no, we do.
So wait, so Wiggs, you did spend the luck to beat my
I
initiative.
spent the luck to get the initiative.
No, I think Forrester spent the luck to beat your initiative.
No, Wiggs.
Wiggs did. Okay.
Wiggs spent
So
duck.
I need that luck.
Yeah, let's go back here a second. Time out real quick. Let's talk about that. Let's talk. What did you get? Just because I didn't hear that you said I didn't hear you say that you actually committed to spending that luck. Real quick though. Hey, guess what? We're having a spell duel. So I'll tell you. So let's. What'd you get?
For my magic missile.
That'd be the one.
Sorry.
Yeah, magic missile. What'd you get?
Well, I rolled a 14.
And we want to get that up.
Yeah.
Well, I'll tell you what. Why don't we didn't call it before, right? So why don't we say we'll do a re-roll? Is that cool with everybody? Since you didn't know we were. I didn't hear you say you were going to roll, or I would have said, wait, before you roll, know this: we're having a spell duel.
Okay, that's fair.
Y'all, we ready for this?
Okay, but you were also thinking about spell burning. Are you planning on spell burning now that you know it's a spell duel?
I could burn it all to the ground.
Yes.
I really want to.
3s across the board.
All right, and you see like the enchanter when you start doing something is like is clearly into it, and it's also like you see them kind of like ripping on themselves a little bit, like a little bit of green blood comes trickling out. You don't know what's up. So how many points are you gonna burn?
What do you think? Straight to the ground?
I mean, I'm always in favor of 3s across the board.
Well, so Brendan, if she spends 20, do you do the automatic just crit no roll, or is there still a chance for her to roll a 1?
If she burns 20, then I will do the crit with no roll, and it's a maxed out roll. But that's 20 points of spell. I mean, I'm saying you got to burn the whole thing down. Are we gonna do it? This is room 2 in the dungeon. I'm so into this. I could never been into anything more. Yeah.
Aim for it. I mean.
So since I spent that 6 luck to get my initiative, I couldn't actually do 20. I could do 14.
Well, you're looking at luck. He's talking about spell burn.
Yeah.
So spell burn is your strength, agility, and stamina.
Will you carry me out of the dungeon?
Yes.
I will be so weak. Okay, yeah.
I'll take care of you.
You're an elf. Easy.
Yeah.
All right. So I know how much I'm burning. So you're doing a maximum spell burn, 20 points. That I guess you use the maximum actual number of what, 40? Chimney cricket. All right, here it goes.
No. If she gets the automatic crit, it'll just she'll end up getting a 20 plus double her level and her.
You're right.
No, you still get the spell burn.
Yeah, you still get the spell burn.
Well, that's why I was asking, because like I roll it with, if you spend 20, you don't even roll, and you just. Oh
yeah.
It's like getting a 20.
I'm looking for the total number
because
because
way lower result than.
Yeah, I'm looking for the total number because, I'm doing spell burn. You know what I'm saying? Like, what would Wiggs' total number be the maximum that you can get for a magic missile then, which is I think a 34, or would it be 20 burn plus a 20 on the roll plus a regular thing for a 40 crazy something like that?
My spell burn would be 27.
I think you only need to go up to 20.
Yeah.
But yeah, the way I've always thought that it was, or the way that I've always personally done it, is it's you've spent 20 spell burn, and it's like you got a crit on that. So that's a 20 plus the 20 you spell burn for a total of 40, plus double your level, plus your intelligence modifier.
Yeah, that's how I see it too. That's what I think. That's why I was confused. So yeah, so go ahead and all right. So you're going to do a 20-point spell burn. Plus, didn't you lose a spell already?
I gained that back a while ago.
You got to do it one every time. So you got to burn a total of 21 points because you got to every time you recast it, you got to do one more point spell burn.
Okay, that's fine.
So here comes. I can still beat you. I'm rolling here, but your total is 40. 40. What's your intelligence modifier?
0. So I would
So
just 44.
44. 44.
Yeah.
I mean, that's still a rock and roll number.
Oh, her cat just walked in too.
Did you roll a 1?
It's a 1 or a 20.
Because a black cat just crossed your
The
path.
1!
Yes, he did.
Here's the thing: if you don't give it up for this kind of action happening in a game, you're not even playing BTC. So like,
Well, what'd you get though?
what do you guys want to do?
It's still a fumble.
I
It's a
dropped a
fumble.
donut. I got a grapefruit on my table. What I got? I got nothing. Oh, it sucks.
It's
I gotta
really-
actually look up
On a
like
spell duel.
You're on the spell duel. You're all the way up on the chart on a spell duel. Like this is unprecedented. Y'all realize we deep into question mark territory here, right?
If you misfired, that would be amazing.
Let's do it. It's canon. This is canon.
Exactly. Oh, I mean, you know. Okay, here comes attacker spell check is 28 plus. Defender spell check is minus. So I actually fail. Oh, so it actually, you know what? At this point, it's not even a spell duel anymore. I have wasted my action, and you just get your spell at the whatever level. You know what I'm saying? So roll me your damage for a maximum damage magic missile there while I look through my other second level adventures and figure out what we're going to do next. Bunch of scallywags.
Okay, so can our party as a whole claim Doug Kovacs as our patron?
Doug Luck. So roll the damage wig. Tell me what you did.
Do I really have to roll it at this point?
3d4 plus 2 missiles. I want you to. I want to know the numbers.
So 3d4 plus 2 missiles.
For posterity, we have to know how many points of damage you do. I mean, don't y'all agree? We need to document this.
I want to know.
I want this on wax.
Okay, so
I got a lot of hit points here for a wizard.
This looks like
a four are like scattered to the end of the room. Hang on, there we go. 3d4 plus 2. 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, so 8 missiles that do damage equal to 1d10 plus caster level. So 14.
So it's 112 points of damage if it's 8 missiles at 14 points each.
She can roll lower than that.
Is there any of them left?
How much damage did you do?
Lots.
114.
Yes, it does. Here's what happens. Yeah, sure enough. Like you just like blow him up.
I'm sorry.
Why would you apologize?
No, I wouldn't apologize. That was awesome. No, that's awesome. So I mean, you know, I read this far, but what happens when it goes?
I mean, we still got to rescue the villagers.
Yeah, and based off of initiative, actually, we we're just basically focusing on that. We just focused on him, and all of a sudden he explodes.
Yeah, as far as you know, this is his plan all along.
Yeah.
Like, oh, I guess welcoming us with some green fireworks.
It would really suck if it were an illusion cast by the actual wizard.
Yeah, that's what it was. It was just
No.
you all wake up. You're back in the field. You just
In a field of poppies, and we're just so sleepy.
yeah. Okay, so here's what happened. Okay, so Wiggs like literally just lets it all out. Blood flies off of Wiggs as all this power gets swirled around. And sure enough, the Emerald Enchanter pops up and is like, and was really into it for a second, and then was like, oh, my powers just failed me at just the wrong time. And then, and it just goes, he just goes every place. There's no Emerald Enchanter left. It's just bits of green. You know what I mean? It's like the day after St. Patrick's Day in Boston. You know, there at the edge of this thing. It's just not pretty. You know what I mean? And
does that also mean he's covered? That the whole room's covered in barf?
You guys wake up in jail.
I'm just picturing like there's nothing but his shoes and there's smoke rising from his soles and
pretty dang much. And then, but however, so Wiggs, you are in bad shape. But like those two skull things are flying at you, and they're definitely gunning for Wiggs. So Wiggs, figure out how many hit points and what your armor class and all that is now with your new 333 or whatever they brought your stats down to. I know we rolled initiative, and so you obviously went first at 27. But I got to figure out what everybody else got, because I didn't even write it down because it was just him disappearing. So 27 is Wiggs. Septus, what'd you get for initiative?
I had a whopping 5.
5 for Septus. That's cool though. Ernie, what'd you get?
7.
7 for Ernie. Okay, Tia Martha.
6.
6 for Tia Martha.
There's some winning numbers.
Yeah, we're gonna need that tile cleaner.
Anatol.
17.
17 for Anatol. I love how, like, you know, even during the quarantine from across the miles and not online, Doug is still screwing my games up. That's just, you know, that feels like home, doesn't it?
Mm-hmm.
That just feel right. Jeff, how'd you do for Forrester?
I had thoroughly forgotten what I had rolled, so I just re-rolled, and I now have a 3.
That's fine. And yeah, man. So the creatures go on the same round as them. So they fly down at Anatol and are coming into the attack. There are 2 attacks at +4. Anatol, one gets a 16.
Yep.
Other gets a crit. It's actual 20. So you are going to take. How many hit dice these guys? All right. You're going to take 3 points of damage, but 1 was a crit. Here comes that crit check. That is a number 4 on the monster table. Monsters are going on 4. And you lose your weapon. I guess your bow flies out of your hand and falls across the room. That could have been way worse. So these 2 things are now flying over there and attacking at Wiggs. So it's Anatol and then Ernie.
No, they were attacking at me, right?
Say what?
They attacked me?
No, they attacked Wiggs.
Oh, you said Anatol. All right, so.
No, I'm saying you go now. Anatol, you go now. So I'm saying you're up.
Okay. I will go over and swing at them with my short sword and dagger.
By all means, do it up.
I will fight 2-handed. I can find my D16. I'll just use D8. All right, so I got a crit on my 20.
You're on fire.
I got a 14 on the D16.
That's a hit and a crit. So you have hit one of them and hit it twice and critted it with the first one. Can you crit?
I can crit in my main hand because I have an 18 agility.
Cool.
So total damage so far is 7 without the crit. Just gone.
Just describe me how awesome it is, though.
It's just like a flurry of blows, then I blow on it, and it turns to dust.
Outstanding. Finish him. Flawless. Outstanding. Nice going. Okay, so there is one left, and Ernie, it is your turn.
All right, I'm gonna get between Wiggs and it. I still have that spear, so I'm just gonna go in. Yeah, just gonna do straight up damage. I'm gonna destroy this thing.
All right, do it up.
Oh, yeah. There's a total of 4 hit.
Let me check my notes. I know that's gonna not hit. That's all right though, because it's time for Tia Martha. Tia Martha, what would Shul, the god of the moon, and the horn deity, whatever his name is, think of this? Gorsh.
Well, those are skulls, so I think you know, I'm gonna go over there. I'm just gonna whack it with my sword. I'm gonna cleave it in half.
All right.
Crush it with my mighty righteousness and wrath. And that's a 19 to hit.
That's gonna hit. Give me some damage.
7 damage. No, 6 damage. I'm sorry, my math is bad. 6 plus 0 is 6.
Yeah. You know what though? That's enough. You shatter that skull. And yeah, the 2 skulls are laying there in like broken bits and a couple of things. And what you guys see over there is, you guys see that leading out of here, there are a couple of ways. There are those 2 doors that, like, so the emerald table that these things kind of came out of is there on the far side of the room. And there's a door to the right of that and a door to the left of that.
I have a question before we go further.
I'm ready.
I want to go and step outside and see if anything happened to the crystal that we swept aside, you know, from the thing that we destroyed. Like, did the crystal melt or anything like that after we?
Oh yeah. Those first things. Yeah. Okay. Sure.
Yeah.
You head out that way and you check. It looks like they're still doing their thing. They're still broken. There's still dust down there. That one guy is still laying there dead. The guy one that transformed back to a human being.
That is dead.
Still a human being. Mm-hmm.
Okay, but the statue thing like didn't like melt or anything like that.
No, I gave it a quick look here. There's no easy out with this guy. That would have been, if the whole dungeon had melted after that, I would have been like, gosh darn it. But
okay.
Yeah, but yeah, you don't see any of that.
Okay. And I'd like to suggest that if we can, I think that our friend who came with us, who's been quiet this whole time, I don't recall his name. Oh, Eddie, who came with us.
Oh, yeah, Eddie the guard is, yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And you have a kid too. P.S. The kid is over there looking at Wiggs right now like she is the second coming of the Queen of Elfland. And is like, I really want to be an elf. Why can't you make me an elf? I want to be an elf.
Wait, did you go down to 3 or did you go down lower?
I went down to 3 on my agility, 4 on my strength, and that was enough. So I'm not like totally dead in the water, but it's
not great. Yeah,
it's not great.
You didn't burn any stamina, is that right?
It'll buff out.
And when she blew up the Emerald Enchanter, did he leave any gear behind?
Ooh. Let me take a look. You sift through the pile of debris
and when he exploded, did he explode into crystal or is he like guts?
He's guts. Yeah, he blew up into. Say what?
I want the guts.
Yeah, you can get a pile of Emerald Enchanter guts. That's just fine.
Spoils of war. Yeah. Carmen was secretly a Super Saiyan all along, says Rogusagi. I think she is. Maybe.
Are there 10 salvageable green fingers?
No, I'm saying his flesh has been, completely just, demolished. But yeah, looking around in the midst of the rest of the stuff he had left, there's one thing that didn't get destroyed. There is a ring.
Ooh. I mean, I think if anybody wants it, it probably should go to Wiggs.
You know, I think she's earned it.
I don't really care about stuff.
Like in general? Like
Yeah,
just full nihilism?
I'm just here for the gut.
We believe in nothing.
Is the ring like
So
a
wizard
precious metal, or is it?
Yeah, this ring. You take a look at it. Give me an intelligence check. It's a silvery kind of metal. Give me an intelligence check, and actually, you can add your thief level because this is like loot. This is like a loot.
I was gonna say give it to the
loot.
wizard.
I got a 10.
The ring is made of platinum, and there's a stone in it that you don't recognize.
Engravings.
Green though. Yeah, you look really close. It's got all on the inside of it. At first, it looks like it's all like scarred up on the interior, like it needs to get buffed out. But then, when you give it a really good look, you realize that the interior of the ring is covered every centimeter in all these tiny, tiny, tiny little rooms all the way through it.
Well, I'm not wise in these ways, but I'm gonna guess Wiggs and Septus can agree that this is probably magical. I mean, he was wearing it. There's rooms on the inside. If you can peel away his scorched flesh that Wiggs left behind.
I have a thing. Sorry, I was going to ask Eddie. Assuming he's like, I would like you to just keep an eye on the kid, but he said that his job was to watch the vats, and I am supposed to be rescuing maidens from the vats. So can he tell us how to get there?
Like now that he's here, like he said, it's kind of confusing to him. But the one thing he can tell you is that he knows the vats were downstairs. But like, you know, he said before, he was kind of like a zombie when he was here. Like, you know, but he doesn't remember like he has vague memories of it, but he doesn't remember standing in front of the vats. But he remembers like that there's a stair. He's like somewhere back there's a stairway. Actually, Tia Martha, you can give me a luck check for Tia Martha.
Okay. Nope. I failed.
Yeah. Yeah, he's like, I know that there's stairs. I know that you had to pass through there's a lot of doors I had to pass through. But I'm so sorry, Miss Tia Martha. I wish I could be more helpful, but
No, I mean, it can't be helped. It's no worries at all. But I guess if we get a choice, I would vote for going down if we can. I want to destroy the vats first.
So I'm guessing since this was a ring for a wizard, that it would probably do the most good for a wizard. So I'd like to give it to Septus.
Septus, you are being given the ring.
I like to burn flesh out first, though. It's like presentation.
I'd like to cast Detect Evil.
Oh.
I failed. Carry on.
Yeah, you pick up a point in this dribble though instead.
It's okay. I was going to go ahead and put it on like any good wizard.
Yeah,
and I just go ahead, I just put it right on.
Pick your least favorite finger and put it on.
It's this guy right here.
I love it. You put it on. I mean, it's it fits, and like I will say this, okay? When you first get it, you're like, oh, this looks really tight, and then you put it on, and you're like, oh, it's perfect. It's a perfect fitting ring for you.
All right,
So,
I'm gonna try again with the Detect Evil, just to, I've got like 3 gods on my side. You would think that the god of the moon would shed some light
Right?
on the evil that lurks in the darkness. You would, if I ask really nicely, then I would barely succeed with a 12.
Okay, on Detect Evil?
Yeah, it's better than nothing.
All right, yeah, you cast that spell and
Apparently dangerous things. Is that ring cursed?
that ring does not seem to be cursed.
That's good to know after he's wearing it.
I didn't implode. I didn't explode. I think it's a win.
It's a ring of finger guillotining. How come no one's ever done that?
All right. Brendan, does the table, I'm going to go and poke it with the end of my short sword. Is it liquid? Did it only do that when they appeared?
Not liquid. Yeah, it only did that when they appeared. It's amazing. You go over here and the surface of this table it's completely solid now that you actually go over there and put a hand on it. But one thing though, I want to point out is that the tabletop, like it's not actually, it looks like jade, but it's really some kind of one big solid flat carved crystal. The edges of it are a little bit like geometrically uneven, you know what I'm saying? Like there's little like geometric sides of it as if it was like a flattened geode, you know?
Mm-hmm.
But it's really fancy though. It's the fanciest table you've ever seen before in your life. It's like 20 foot by 5 foot. And it's a mess, but you know, it's amazing looking.
Can I look behind you said there were cloths hanging from the walls? I could peek behind those. And also, how much XP did we get for the Emerald Enchanter?
0.
No, I mean, no, I'm going to give you guys 3 because, I mean, it did, well, I'm not a hater, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Like, Wiggs, you know, don't beat me in the initiative, spent the Doug points, and don't think I was good. And then did the spell burn, and that's honestly that's awesome. Like that's one of the things I love about DTC is that this kind of insanity can happen. So yeah, congratulations and way to go, Joseph. Have him pop his head up for 1 second in room 3. You know, but
I do want to say real quick. So like I played a version of this adventure like 5 or 6 years ago, and it's always been one of my favorite modules from Goodman Games. So you all of you out there shouldn't take this like we kind of imploded everything. Like actually go out and check out the adventure.
Oh.
So well
y'all acting like this is over. I mean, I guess you guys could leave right now and just be like, well, you know, done and dusted. You know what I'm saying?
No, we have a mission to do. We have a mission to do. We have a couple missions to do.
Yeah, Eddie's level 1 now.
I mean, Tia Martha has missions to do. I mean,
I can't leave.
Did anybody get zapped? Did the skulls attack anybody? The skull thing.
They attacked.
Yeah, the skulls tried to kill Wiggs. Actually, one of them hit Wiggs, right?
Like with what? Like laser beam eyes?
Yeah, is anyone hurt?
No, he
Trying to bite him?
No one has seen laser beam eyes yet. That was a bite.
If I got hit, I didn't hear about it because I didn't deduct damage.
It did 3, Carmen.
Thank you.
How did it attack?
Oh, and it flew down. It actually bit Carmen, and it got a crit. And it actually it also disarmed you. So when it got you, your bow also went flying across the room.
Okay,
So,
I know.
Right. So I'm gonna see. Let's see, Gorhan. You know, might have been impressed by that demolition of the Emerald Enchanter. Let's see if you'd like to heal.
I'll see what I will give you.
Thanks.
I'll give you a +1 on the check to heal Wiggs because of Gorman's. Gorman's like, yeah,
That was a natural 20.
That's the Gorman thumbs up seal of approval.
4 dice. So it's roll 4, pick 2. You're level 2 now too, right?
Yep.
So,
Roll 46. Keep the highest 2.
is anyone else hurt?
Still not enough to tempt fate.
I mean, I'm only down those 3 hit points, so if you want to spend that on Tim or on Animal.
Gorhan meant that for you.
I can't refuse the gift of the gods.
I'd advise against it.
Okay, so yeah.
Anything left behind with these skulls?
I mean, there's scattered skull fragments. The wings, so they had wings coming off the skull heads, and the wings look to you to be like some kind of bat wings that have been somehow attached to it. You can see them there; they're all smashed and broken, but they don't have like any gear or anything. But they're they're definitely some kind of constructed creature that's been put together. God. All right, guys, I'm looking at my notes. What's the name of the kid? Like Zot or something like that? Zan. Is that right?
Z?
Z?
Zio? Yeah, he kind of attached himself to Wiggs, so I stopped.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I'll find it, but you know, I've run like 26 games since then, and I'm like, my notes here are just like, I got like pages and pages and pages of notes. All right, I'll figure it out. I think it's Zan. I think it's Z-A-N, but we'll figure it out. All right, so again, and once again, that kid is
Zio.
Zio?
Yeah.
Like Z-E-O? Okay, Zio.
That sounds right.
Yeah, that sounds right. Yeah. So Zio is like looking at Wiggs like Wiggs is the second coming. Like Zio can't even believe how awesome Wiggs is. And it's literally on like at some point if Zio grows up to be a character, they're going to go on a quest to become an elf.
Well, you know, it's not entirely outside the realm of possibility.
I mean, you know,
But,
never discount it.
If he did something cool enough for the King of Elfland.
One of my 0 levels was started out as a human and became an elf.
See, there you go. All right, so okay, so now they have been healed. We are moving on to wherever it is y'all want to go.
Yeah, I want to ask Septus and Wiggs to take a look at the table and to see if it's something like, do you think the Emerald Enchanter can just kind of like meld through emerald stuff, or is there more to this? Or
He was like using it like a portal, so maybe they can figure out that doorway.
Are you guys gonna try?
Since I got that ring, maybe that's the secret. So I'm gonna be like, somebody dare me to jump up on the table.
I dare you to jump up on the table.
Okay, before Wiggs even finishes her sentence, I'm on the table and I'm jumping up and down on it.
Do the escalator thing where you just like walk in.
I'll see you guys downstairs. Go ahead and Septus, go ahead and give me a spell check, please.
That is a 20 unnatural.
Nice, dude. So you give that a look around, okay? And you realize that the magic of the tabletop is definitely key to that wizard, okay? But you think if you get like a little bit of him and like put some effort into it, you think that you might be able to actually activate this thing if you wanted to do it. You think you could like, you know, like you said, scoop up a little bit of dead enchanter and but you also know this, so whatever you do, like because of the way this works, you would have to do at least 1 point of spell burn to even try.
All right. I relay that to everyone else, and before I wait for their opinions, I go ahead and scoop up some sorcerer goop and just rubbing it in.
Are you still standing on top of the thing there?
Oh, absolutely.
All right. So you stand up on top of this, you grab this, and you kind of do it. So go ahead and do a point of spell burn and give me a spell check. Tell me how you do.
That's disgusting, Septus.
18.
Nice. Fantastic. All right. So y'all see Septus just disappear, just shrink down into that thing in an amazing, like, you know, bit of sorcery. So Septus, here it goes. Yeah, so like you appear in a different place. Okay, so you find yourself in a large room dominated by an enormous crystal ball set into the ceiling in the far corner. And there's a flat, like you basically are standing on another flat emerald tabletop, like the one that you found up there earlier. And there's a couple of other doors and rooms in here. So like you are, let me pull this map out real quick. All right, awesome. So yeah, so you are now standing in the corner of this room. This room is it's 30 foot by about 25, okay? There's a passageway going north out of here and a passageway going south. there are 5 chairs that are all around that crystal ball that's set into the kind of set up into the ceiling up in there.
Nothing immediately attacks me.
Nah, you look around, it's like, there's kind of a smell from somewhere down here. Like, there's kind of this weird sulfury chemical smell coming from somewhere. You're not exactly sure where from.
And then if I step on the table here, do I go back through to where everybody else is at?
You just try stepping on it a couple of times.
Yeah.
Nothing happens.
And I probably didn't bring enough of the recently deceased sorcerer with me, did I?
You can give me a luck check.
Yep. Oh yeah, sweet. 2 under 11. Got it.
Yeah, you got enough. It's all smeary on your hand and such. Yeah, you think if you wanted to spend another point of spell burn and make that check again, you might just go right back where you came from, or you might go to a random third table someplace. Who even knows the way this,
I did burn another point of agility, and I did roll a 17. We got friends.
Man, you are on fire. So yeah, sure enough, like you guys are all standing around like, where the hell did Septus go? And then a minute later, Septus comes there, standing on top, like again, as if he had stepped from a pool out in the back of the weird Hilton that you're staying at now.
Right. So I hold out my sword towards him and say something that only Septus would know.
Whoa. I say, whoa.
Roll initiative. He's obviously.
Say, what's this boy's name?
I got a 2. I'm decapitated.
Where did you go, Septus?
There's this huge room with the crystal ball and some comfy chairs and this really unique, amazing smell. I think you all should come with me and smell this smell.
Okay. So how did you manage to make the table work?
I just picked up some of this, and I go ahead and in one of my small sacks, I start scooping up some extra enchanter till it's like nice and tight, and I cinch it off. I'm like, it's just for later. There's just for later.
I hear you. Yeah. Your pouch is now weighty, fragrant, and dripping. But it's full though. It's definitely full.
Wow. All right. I guess if we all can get very friendly and fit on the table at once.
All right, we're all going to sit on the table, lunchroom style.
Yeah.
That's just, you're going to do this one more time.
One more point of spell burn, one more spell check. That unfortunately is only a 10 on the spell check.
Yeah, you're needing a 16. He said, wanting all your luck.
Okay, question. Who plays this character?
Everybody who shows up.
It's a group character.
So
the guest star character.
It's our guest star character.
Absolutely. I will burn the 6 points of luck. Go ahead and succeed that. Sorry, whoever's next. Yeah. You're right. Whatever.
Write it like you stole it. Come on.
Word. All right. So yeah, like, you know what? You just so happens, it doesn't seem to be working, but then you squish your big pouch full of enchanters. And like you feel the power happen one more time, and suddenly you guys all find yourself in that room that I described from earlier. You guys find yourselves in this final, like, okay, so you're in like a 30 by 25 foot room. Okay, so you're all standing on top of this table. There are a bunch of chairs that are all around this enormous crystal ball set into the ceiling in the far corner. And then there's a passageway that leads north out of here and a passageway that leads south out of here.
With my detection from evil, I think it's still up. Do I see any traps if I look around the room?
You don't find any immediate traps looking around the room with your detect evil.
Okay. I say as much that I don't see anything that is a trap or that is a like a cursed object or anything.
And
I do get off the table.
The acrid smell's coming from the south? Or can we
It kind of permeates this entire level.
I wonder if that's the smell of the vats.
Pick a door.
Pick a door, open it, look down the hall, see what's there, and do the other one.
There are doors. There's a passageway to the north and a passageway to the south.
Oh, okay.
One of the passageways stinkier than the other.
It's, again, hard to tell down here. It kind of permeates.
Does
Julian
Tia
watching? What's up,
Martha
Julian?
notice any difference between either passageway?
Which way? Which way do you look first?
We'll look south.
All right, look at the south. It's a short corridor. It goes 15 feet, and then it hangs a right, and you don't detect any special evil coming from that direction.
By the way, Jarrett, Julian saying don't burn all of his luck.
Oh.
Whoopsie schnoodles.
Tell Julian I'm playing this, the violin right here for him. also that I miss him and hello.
All right, y'all. You don't see, you do not detect any special evil coming from, any more so coming from the south. This whole place radiates a little bit of background, menace and, evil chaos sorcery and that kind of thing. But
yeah, the only thing I can see right now is whether a creature is evil or not, if an object is actually inherently dangerous or trapped or cursed.
Nothing is popping up that way.
Okay.
I mean, you guys, we don't really know which way to go, so why don't you just go south? Or just
yeah. Let's do it.
All right, you guys go south. The south passageway, it goes 15 feet, and then it turns to your right, which is west. And then going that way, it immediately, it continues to go west, or there's another passageway that goes like just south of it. There's another passageway that goes another 20 feet to a door.
Is the door evil?
This door does not appear to you to be evil.
Okay.
Check it out.
I will go look. I will do my usual Brennan, poke around looking for seams or other kind of holes.
Sure. Why don't we make it an official check for traps roll and give me a roll?
16.
1-6. You do not detect any traps there. Excuse me, I had to let a cat in because, of course, they run my life. Pardon me. Hey, you. What are you doing, crazy? What are you doing? They all just got flea meds, so they're all a little wiggy. All right. It goes 10 feet to a door, and you do not. You check it out there, Anatol. You won't find anything. Ooh.
Does it appear?
It's a rare Esme sighting. Esme sighting. Hi, sweetie. Hello. I'm so sorry. Go on ahead.
I'll attempt to. I'll check the handle, see if it's locked.
It is not locked.
All right. I will, as deftly and quietly as I can, very slowly turn the knob if it's a knob or whatever, depress the thumb latch and kind of just slowly open the door and peek in.
Okay, you slowly open that door and peek in. Here is what you see. This room is a comfortable looking bedroom. There is a bed with a thick straw mattress, a bookshelf with several dusty volumes, a chair, and a wardrobe.
Forrester would like to check out one of the dusty volumes.
Okay, you check out the dusty volumes. You know what? Forrester takes a look at it, and they see that these are definitely like the first one you pick up and open up, it's got arcane writing all on the inside of it.
I am prepared to attack if any of the books come to life, but I'm going to approach the wardrobe.
Okay, you approach the wardrobe. Approaching it, nothing happens, and it doesn't set off your detect evil.
Open the wardrobe.
All right, we open up the wardrobe, and you see something so shocking, you may never recover.
Oh no.
Look, pants.
A lot of folks like to wear green, but everything in here is emerald. I mean, it's robes, pants, socks, just emerald, emerald, emerald. Emerald outfits the whole way across, just nothing but green. It's ridiculous.
I'm just gonna ransack it to see if there's anything of interest to us.
All right, you spend some time ransacking it, and we'll come back to it. You don't find anything, but we'll come back to it. Take a minute doing that. What are the rest of y'all doing?
I'm wondering why green's his favorite color. Because green's obviously his favorite color.
He's really into branding, I think. I don't know.
He's got a theme going. He had a theme going.
Brendan, I'm gonna start looking for all the places that people hide things. I'm gonna look under the bed. I'm gonna look like under, like, and then if there are any things tucked under the mattress.
I'm gonna keep guard.
All right, you're gonna keep guard of the door.
Yeah,
Jack?
I'm just gonna watch out. Let them go poking around.
Gotcha. All right, you don't find anything in there like Anatol. You give it a look. You look under the bedroom, under the bed, under the mattress, behind some stuff. You do not find anything in there and such. Those books, though, Forrester, like that dusty volume that you pulled down, the first one, definitely full of magical-looking stuff.
All right, I'll pass that one over to Septus, and then I'll start looking through the spines to see if anything is in common, halfling, or lawful.
Okay, you flip through lawful. Man, do lawful. The
hey, do I speak?
Yeah, speaking lawful. You flip through there. You don't see anything that's not in arcane magical script, symbols, and magical marginalia. Everything in there looks to be of arcane value. Septus, that one that you look at?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, give me a wheelhouse roll. D20. Add your intelligence level and your wizard level, please. In or out, guys?
23.
23? Yeah, like you are definitely, like this is going to require some study, but you are definitely looking at a spell book in here with a formula for a spell. Yeah, like you flip through this, you think all of these volumes are just like have spells in them.
I'm gonna grab one other one and pass it to Wiggs, and we'll compare. Do some study comparison notes later.
Sure. Wiggs, you want to give me a wheelhouse roll? D20, add your elf level plus your intelligence modifier.
18.
Yeah, you come to the same conclusion. You think that the volume that you have also has spells in it, and pretty neat looking stuff too.
Sorry?
Yeah, this volume you think also has magical spells in it. Like you think this volume is also spelled up. It's going to require some study and downtime, but to figure out exactly what you've got here. But yeah, like it looks like there's only a few books there. Every one of them is just spell books. So.
I asked Wiggs if we should just go ahead and get all of them.
Yeah, let's loot the library.
Yeah.
Right.
Is there a jaunty emerald cap?
Yes. There's a couple of jaunty emerald caps. They're all
I now have one
at
of
the top. Sure. You look like the luckiest leprechaun with one big muscle arm that ever, you know what I'm saying?
Awesome.
You could be You could be a Boston sports team mascot right now with the one muscle arm and the green hat, like, hey, Notre Dame. You know, like this. So, right. Jaunty hat from area 3-2. You guys take all those spell books. Is that what I heard from Septis and Wiggs?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. You guys have got the spell books from area 3-2.
When I'm done ransacking, I'd like to also like move the wardrobe, look behind it, look behind any tapestries under the bed, looking for like secret caches of stuff.
Gotcha. Let's just say we spent some general time sort of ransacking in here.
Yeah.
And the only thing of value that you guys, like I said, there's outfits. Oops. There's outfits and other stuff, but everything, like, there doesn't seem to be here anything else of value.
Okay.
Does he have a robe? I wanted like the Emerald Dream Coat. Does he have any of those?
Yeah, you can definitely get you a.
I'm wearing one of those now.
The coat of many shades of emerald.
Is there like an emerald drug rug? You know, like...
Wait, go a drug rug? What's that?
You know, like the things that you would find at like the Grateful Dead stores that are like a poncho looking thing. What do they call them? Those are...
You mean like a Sears poncho or a real poncho? No,
you know, like the knit. They're kind of like southeastern or southwestern looking.
Like a Baja.
Yeah, it's a Baja. Yeah, we call them drug rugs up here.
Gotcha. No, everything he has is all like slick. It's like I said, it's like, you know, you look like a cereal mascot when you put this stuff on.
They're ponchos, man. We call them ponchos.
You know, I mean, he's the Emerald Enchanter. Gosh darn it. He's Emerald. He's enchanting. He's not going Baja. It's like slick and silk and everything.
Yeah, I'm definitely wearing one of those robes from now on.
You get your little. It's a little small on you unless you're real narrow. But yeah,
I imagine my guy's kind of hipster, so a little tight's okay.
Sure, yeah, that's good. They're like floods there for you. You put a couple of tight rolls in that, you're good to go.
I'm already wearing skinny hipster elf armor, so that works.
Gotcha. Looking tight, y'all. Looking tight.
All
right. But yeah, you toss this place. You look behind stuff and check other things out. But the only thing you see in here that seems to be worth anything are those what do you call it? The books, which clearly
jaunty hats.
And jaunty hats. Again, outfits. I mean, you know, you guys have got cool outfits. So, all right. So, what do y'all do?
There's that other hallway, right?
You can go back into the hallway and continue to go to your west, or you can go back up through the room with the table in it and go north.
I say let's keep going the way we're going, but just go left, right?
Yeah, so you're going to continue to go west. Gotcha. All right, so it goes like 25 more feet, and then you can either keep going forward, okay, into some kind of a chamber you guys can see up ahead, or there's a door on the south wall there at about 25 feet past the door to that little room where you've got the spell books. I will say this, where you know that's I was serious. The smell is kind of general in here, but the smell coming from here is from like beneath this is actually really intense. Like now that you get over here to the door.
And now that Valerie turned her camera off, we have another switch. So now I'm Valerie.
Oh, who am I now?
And Tim is now me.
Am I still me? I'm getting ripped off here.
I'm Tim.
I'm sorry. Has the soul-crushing anxiety set in yet?
It's, you know, it's not a big change. So
still Brendan after all these years.
You just
Sorry,
really know who you are, just like Carmen. So.
So I guess we're backtracking through his little seance room. Did we really check out this room yet? The one with all the chairs and this globe?
No, you really didn't. I mean, you kind of left there, but it's all good. You want to go check it out?
I mean, we have to come through here anyway, right?
No, there's another hallway down here in the south.
Oh, that's right. That's right.
What do you want to do?
I'm following you guys. Whatever.
I'm just kind of walking down this way to kind of keep it in this wing of the.
Okay, yeah. Let's keep going. Keep going that way. I'll be back.
That's cool. All right, yeah. So you guys go, and the door to your left, and the smell seems a bit more intense here, or you can keep going down that hallway into what seems to be some kind of a chamber.
If the door is in between us and the chamber, I say do the door first.
It's not blocking you. It's to your left, but but it's on your way, definitely.
How about this? I'll stop and listen at the door, and I'll let these guys know what I hear.
Okay. Give me a check. Give me an intelligence roll, and let's see what you hear.
7.
Okay. All right, there's a lot. You definitely hear things moving from around in here. You hear someone screaming to be let free. There is general background noise of things big old clanky chains and whatnot moving around. It's a
The people screaming to get free, I think is the people screaming that sound like they're captives.
Let's go in there.
I know I would like to go check out the screaming people to see if I can get them to stop screaming.
There are multiple routes to that goal.
Yes.
I'm way in the back, and I'm like, did you guys say people are screaming to be freed?
Is the door locked, Brennan?
You go down there and check it, and the door does not appear to be locked to you.
Then I will open it.
Okay, so here's what you see. You have entered an enormous room filled with magical machinery. 4 huge vats of boiling green liquid sit in the 4 corners of the room. On the ceiling, above each vat is a series of chains and pulleys that trace a course to the center of the room, where each track of chain ends in a steel cage hanging from the ceiling. In 2 of the cages are beautiful women who begin screaming for help when they see you. And you think this is one of the voices that you heard when you were hanging out outside the door at Anatol. On the far side of the room is a large, massive machinery with a bank of levers upon it. You see, sitting along it were all of those. You see a lot more of those emerald skulls over there that were like the ones that you saw upstairs. Yeah, and a bunch of them fly up and are coming at you. Also, you see that there are. You guys see that there are 2 emerald statues rise, dripping out of 2 of the vats, and advance towards you. Roll for initiative. That's a quote from the book. I kind of love that, actually. I was thinking about, have y'all ever played through the Mysterious Tower?
Nope.
The first actual encounter you come to in the Mysterious Tower, the read aloud description ends, roll for initiative. I just love that. I think it's very, I don't know. It's very Joseph Goodman-ish. You know what I'm saying? So let us then be up and doing with a heart for every fate. You guys got to beat the rooms with 14. Okay, so I'm going backwards. Well, you're all moved around now. You screwed up my order. Tia Martha, what'd you get?
3. A dirty 3.
Goodness. Yeah. Also the name of my jazz quartet. Forrester, what'd you get?
dirty 9.
All right. I mean, they did my ska band. Okay. Okay, Tim, for Anatol, how'd you do?
17.
17 for Anatol. Ernie.
16.
Thank you, Deck. Okay, Septus.
Clean 7. Now, how are you going to spin that into a band name?
Solid 7. That's already a band name. I saw them last year opening up for.
You win.
Septus. And last but not least, Wiggs.
Also 7.
Also on 7 for Wiggs. And as I recall, Septus would go first out of that because your agility is down around your ankles. Am I right? Yeah. So give me Septus and then Wiggs. All right, cool. All right, Anatol, you go first. You guys are outside the door. You see a bunch of these flying skull things. There are 8 of them. And then there are 2 of these things crawling out of the vats, dripping with green goo and coming in your direction.
By the way, Brendan, Jeff Bernstein says Clean 7 is your bluegrass band. And Rogusagi says Clean 7 is your evangelical band.
Oh, I like that. Yeah. You know, we have
You can combine
chorus.
the two. Evangelical bluegrass band.
You know, the one bluegrass band we used to see all the time when I lived in Houston, they were basically an evangelical bluegrass band. Their big hit was called Singing Hymns and Stringing Beans, and they were really good. You know, like a fan, like mom, pop, and like 6 kids kind of a band, you know? So, I don't know. All right, and that's all I'm going to talk about bluegrass this evening on this fine Sunday. So, but the fight is ongoing. So, Anatol, you are going first. You are outside the room, okay? So, I will say that the closest target to you, if you were to dash inside, is coming out of the first vat you come to is about 10 feet away. So there's like a vat to your left and a vat to your right, and the one out of the vat to your left is the closest one to you. It's coming out of there like.
All right. And the screaming, the people that were in here are where?
They are hanging behind. So the first 2 vats. Okay, so like this vat, like there are 2 vats that are close to you, and things are crawling out of that. Mm-hmm. Hovering over the other 2 vats are these cages with the women inside of them, and they're the ones who are screaming to be helped. They're hanging over the two rearmost vats.
All right. I'm going to try my hand at avoiding, because I'm not really the fighter type. So I'm going to just sprint towards the back of the room. Because right. I'm much better at getting people out of cages than I am at fighting.
I heard that. All right. So you sprint over to the back of the room. I'll put you by the closest vat, which is in the bottom right corner of it. And the woman in there is like, please, help me. And she looks like she's a young woman. And is calling to be rescued. And we'll pick up with you outside of her cage here in just a moment. But we are going to go to Ernie. Ernie, you're the other guy. You're the one that is good at fighting. So you got 2 things crawling out of the vat, or a bunch of these flying things that are haven't gone yet, but are about to head in your direction.
All right, these 2 things that are crawling out of the vats. What are they?
Yeah, they are. So these look like those same green-skinned warriors that you saw from before. Okay,
oh,
so
shit.
like,
okay, so some fresh
yeah.
ones. All right,
yeah,
so I'm gonna do something I've never done before. I'm gonna pull out my 2 hand axes akimbo, and I'm gonna go in 2 weapon fighting even though my agility is only 15, but I already figured it out. It's a D-1 and a D-2. But yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and let's go try to check a couple at some of the flying things.
So you're gonna go over 2 flying things?
2 flying things, since they're still far away. I'm just gonna check check a couple of hand axes at a couple of flying things. Just a 1 on my mighty deeds. So plus 1 plus 4.
All right,
I got a 13 and
Okay.
14.
All right, both of those are going to miss. You two-hand
Damn.
throw a couple of axes at these things as they're flying in.
So 13 and 14 missed.
Yes.
Can I spend a luck to bump one up to a 15?
You could spend 2 luck on the 14 and bump it up to a 16.
Okay, can I spend 2 luck to bump up to a 16? All right, so okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4 points of damage.
Yeah, you smash one of them.
All right.
Nicely done. One of them goes down. Boosh! That's awesome.
Oh, and never mind, I didn't get it anyway. I want to step between. I want to get in front of Wiggs, since she's.
All right, so you will. Wiggs is still out in the hallway. So you kind of like get up there. You're like. in front of
Okay,
the
I just
door.
want to make sure I'm between anybody who's soft.
You're gonna move in and be blocking for Wiggs.
Yeah, I intended to actually fight defensively, but I forgot. But it's okay. I missed it.
Gotcha. All right, cool. All right, so here is what happens. So the you smash that one. The other ones that are flying out all come at you, and they are going to, a bunch of them like hey, these ones have eye beams though. It's amazing. So these the 7 of them are going to fire eye beams. 3 of them are going to be after Anatol, and 4 of them are going to be at Ernie. So Anatol, I'm going to get a 14.
Can I do it?
A 6 and a 2.
No.
So only the 14.
Yes, only the 14.
Okay. And you are going to take 3 points of damage from a searing eye beam, and then 4 of them are going to go at Ernie. Shoo, 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 shoo. Here comes a 5, a 16.
Does I have a mirror shield that I got from Tia Martha. Is that mirror on the shield going to have any advantage?
Use an action die to redirect beams. 50% chance to hit a random creature within 50 feet.
Yeah, now you've already used your action die this round, but yeah, next round, well, you've got if you want to use a free action next time, or use your action die for next time, yeah, you can bounce it. You can definitely bounce a beam with one of these things.
Okay, well, 16 is what you needed to hit.
All right. So one of them's going to hit, and you're going to take 3 points of damage from that one.
Okay.
And then the two ones that came crawling out of the vats, one of them is going after Anatol, and one of them is actually headed back towards Ernie, since he's the only one in the room. So Anatol, you have one of these green things, like comes lumbering up to you, and is going to swing at you with his sword. Is going to get a 9. Sorry, no, 13. My bad, 13.
13 will do it.
All right. And you'll take 3 points of damage from that one. And the other one comes over at Ernie. Ernie, here comes the one with the sword, and gets a 5. Rolls nonsense. All right. And that is what you see. And that's all that happens this round. And that's all that happens this round. So let's go ahead and keep moving down the order here. Forrester, it is your turn.
All right. So the women who are in the cages. My first question is: are there doors to the cages?
Yes.
Are they padlocked or like locked or?
They look like they're locked. They got a lock in front of them.
And then you said there's a chain that goes up to the ceiling. Does this chain go to that machine?
The chains go, there's kind of in the middle of the room here, where those levers are, there is a bank of levers. And then it looks like the chains, in the center of the room, there are sort of these pulley like kind of machines that like the pulley machines go up to the ceiling, chains go across the ceiling, and these like wheel and pulley things, and they go down to the cages, and there's one cage over each vat. But only 2 of the cages have somebody in them, the 2 back ones.
And Anatol ran to those, or Anatol's at a vat?
Anatol ran to the back one towards one of the vats where one of the people were hanging over in a cage.
Okay, I'm gonna run over to the machine and see if there are any labels and if there's any kind of clear way of operating these machines.
Okay, so you look over there. I mean, you know, nothing's labeled. You see that there's a bunch of there are a bunch of like levers that are over there, but
I'm going to make a quick decision and decide that the lever up means that the cages go up and the lever down means they go down. So I'm going to go ahead and push them up and see what happens.
Okay, you go ahead and push those up. Roll me a d10.
9.
Okay, you move it, and you actually feel the thing kind of working against you, sort of like shoves your hand back into a direction. So you kind of like grab a lever and shove it up, like up means up, and then it just kind of forces against you. It doesn't seem to be doing what you want it to do.
Okay.
All right, but we'll come back to that because it is Septus and then Wiggs. Septus is off screen. We'll come back. Septus' turn when he comes back. Wiggs, you can go first. You are outside the door of this place.
Did I manage to recover my bow?
Yeah, you can pick your bow up. That's fine.
Okay. Man, I am just like.
Yeah, you kind of shot the wad there. That's cool.
Fine.
You've done your part.
If you want to wait around,
yeah, I'll hold. Excuse me. I'll hold my action.
All right. Well, Septus is back. Hey, Septus, it is your turn. So there are 7 of these flying skulls flying around, shooting ire rays at people. 2 of these Emerald Defenders have come out of the vat, and one has walked over and attacked Ernie, and one is going over and attacked Anatol. There are women in cages. No one is doing, you know, and while you were gone, Forrester ran over and tried to work those levers of that machinery over there, and nothing seems to have happened yet.
These things they're not, they look more biological. They look more biological than the things we've seen before. They still have that green glow, right?
The things that came out of out of the vats.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they look like to you. They look like they're both look like they're female humans,
Mm-hmm.
and that they are like their features are perfect. Like you can see, like they look very different. One's got very long straight hair. One's got kind of short curly hair and different facial features, but they look like really well. Like you presume that these are ones not of the ones that what's his name told you about, who are made of like just carved from slate or from whatever, but you think that these are actually people who have been dipped in these vats and have been transformed into these creatures.
All right, I'm gonna try to put the ones that are they're messing with Ernie, correct?
There's one big one of the guys that call out of the vat over there, definitely giving Ernie a hard time.
I'm gonna try to put it to sleep.
Okay, give me a sleep check.
All of my, that's a 17, so that's a success. And there I 2 targets, but hey, at least that one that was messing with Ernie. Sorry, that
range?
was for range is 60 feet.
I will let you get. This room isn't that big, so you could either get both of the vat things or one vat thing and one flyer.
Get the 2 vat things.
Okay, so here comes some saving throws for some vat things. You got a 16, so here comes that. First vat thing, making a saving throw. It's willpower, right?
Mm-hmm.
So you got a 16, it's gonna make it. That's so the second one is the one that's actually in front of Ernie.
Mm-hmm.
And not make it. So Ernie, the one that charged up on you, falls over and falls to sleep.
I owed you that from earlier. Sorry.
Duels. Thank you.
No, that's awesome. That's good. Good move. Good move. So, Wiggs, do you want to go now, or you want to let Tia Martha go first?
Tia Martha, go ahead.
Okay.
Tia Martha, when you see these people in this cage, you feel that this is what the horned Lord Gorshin was telling you about. You feel that these are the maidens that need rescuing. Chivalry must be observed.
Of course, we must save them. But only one of them went down when Septus cast a spell, right?
Yeah.
Only one went to sleep.
The two Vat defenders.
Mhm.
One came out and one came out and went put to sleep. The other one hasn't actually the other one is actually over there. Just took a swing at Anatol.
Right. I am going to move over there, not getting into melee range, but then I'm going to cast Word of Command.
Mhm.
I'm going to say freeze.
Okay. Freeze for Emerald Elodian. Give me that spell check.
It's a failure. I incurred the wrath of one of the three gods that I'm currently obeying.
Let's see if I have rules for any of the other ones.
4 on the die.
Roll a die. It's 1 to 3. It's Shul. 4, 5, 6. What's the other one?
I rolled a 5.
That's the other one. Heck yeah. It's a G name, isn't it? God.
I can just hit things. I should stop trying to cast spells today.
Let me pull this up. What did you actually roll on your die check?
A 4 on the die.
Go ahead. While we're looking here, go ahead and roll 4 die 4. So what we're looking for here is something regarding. This is Gorhan, the Helm's Vengeance, god of valor and chivalry. Gorhan, god of valor and chivalry.
Great. 2, 4, 5, and 8.
An 8. So Gorhan is actually not one of the ones that's covered in here, I don't think.
Oh.
Why is that? That's a shame. All right. Do you trust me to make up
next year's annual?
I know, right? Somebody get on that. So I will say an 8 from the god of valor and chivalry is that even after, I'm going to say that you were going to have a -1 on healing, like any kind of healing check until you defeat a creature in personal combat, one-on-one.
Ooh.
Until then, you're a -1 on all your checks to lay on hands.
I elbow Forrester.
Got it.
Forrester.
Sorry.
All right.
I was. What's going on? I was ordering dinner.
Never mind. I was making a joke.
It's all good.
Oh, do you guys need luck?
No, he was might
No, what is it? Disapproval check.
Forrester, are you still fiddling with the machine?
Oh, I was planning on it. Yeah. Is it my turn yet?
I can, if there's like an unseen servant or something that's like holding it up or resisting your movements on it, I can grapple the cage, like with a grappling hook and rope, grapple the cages to pull them down.
Sweet.
If you just want to go ahead and like lower them. Yeah. So I'm gonna roll for that.
All right, so you're going to, your new initiative is 2. So you are going to go over and use your grappling hook to grab onto one of the cages with somebody in them and pull them off to the side.
Yeah, but so it's still suspended. So I'm gonna tie it off.
All right, so you're gonna try to hook one and then.
I'll hold it back. Basically just like swinging it out of the way of the vat when it does come down.
Cool, gotcha. Go ahead and first give me this will be like a range attack. So give me like an agility check to go ahead, like a range attack to hit with the grappling hook.
Okay, that's 18 with my new -3 agility. So 15.
No problem. You will hit hook one. And then give me a strength check to pull one of these things aside.
Oh. 17.
Better to burn out than fade away.
14 with my new.
Yeah, you know what?
-2.
Like this round, you actually pull one of those cages over there. If you can give me one more strength check, a 13 or better, I'll let you tie it off to one of the chain fixtures over there, and you'll have them. They'll still be hanging up there, but they won't be like hanging directly over a vat anymore. The person in there is like screaming like ah, as they are. Obviously their gravity's been all cooped up.
16.
16. No, next round, when your turn.
Oh wait, no,
next
-2.
It's that'll be next round. This round you grabbed it. Next round you can try tying it off. So,
Cool.
so that'll be for next round. So that's awesome. So it's top of the order, Anatol. Anatol, you are over there by the other cage that is not being grapple hooked, but there is one of these green guardians hanging over you, trying to kill you with his green sword.
Yes, and I don't have enough hit points left to chance running around it, so I'm going to do my dual wield again.
Dual wield.
No, it's just going to be 2 misses. It's not worth the luck.
Gotcha. All right. Yeah, so you swing at it. This one seems like it's a much better fighter than the one you fought upstairs. It's like ting, 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 and defending this whole way. All right, guys. So look, we got 13 minutes left. So I figure, as Anatol, we could probably get to the end of this round, and then we got to stop here for the, the end of it and such. So Ernie, you'll be next, and then the defenders go. So the one that was in front of you directly fell asleep, and now is laying there, at the bottom. So what are you going to go for?
So the dudes that are flying around still, are they still keeping their distance?
They're kind of hovering up there.
So how would I use my
style and shooting rays down at you?
Okay, so how would I use my? I would like to use my shield. I would just get ready for when they start shooting at me again.
You want
use the shield.
You want to have a held action.
Yeah, I want to save my action die for that. For the next time they start hitting me, and then I wanted to see if I could reflect some of those back at them.
Yeah, 100%. So, hey, it's time. So they're all going to start firing at you guys. So there's more targets now. So of the remaining 7, okay, I'm going to say 2 are going to fire at Wiggs, 2 are going to fire at Ernie, 1 is going to fire at, 2 are going to fire at Tia Martha, and 1. No, Forrest is over there by the thing. I got to go back and do this again. All right. So 1's going to shoot at Anatol. 2 are going to fire at Ernie. 1's going to fire at Forrester. 1's going to fire at Tia Martha, and 1's going to fire at Wiggs. So Anatol, here's 1 for you. Got a total of 20. Anatol, you're going to take 3 points of damage.
I go down.
Y'all, Anatol goes down. 2 of them are going to fire at Ernie. 1 is going to get a 12. That gets a miss. And the other one gets a 12. So actually, neither of them actually hit you. So,
okay. Can we bend the rules a little bit and like me use my mighty D to go and like kind of get ahead of Anatol getting hit instead?
I will say you can do it, but here's what you got to do. Okay. You got to throw your shield.
Okay.
Because he's across the room. Okay.
Yeah.
Got to give you a 4 on your D die.
Okay, fine. I'll just roll the D die.
Just roll the D die. Yeah.
All right. Yes, I got it.
Hell yeah. Anatol, you're back, baby. So this thing.
Yeah, I got it.
You know what? This is one of those scenes that made you hate Lord of the Rings. Like, oh, come on. What? See what else is on.
Awesome. Captain America.
Give me a luck check for Ernie.
Okay.
You're outcast. Gosh, the bunch of you are just.
I rolled a 10 and my luck's 13.
All right. Give me an attack roll at +2.
A what?
An attack roll just add a D20
okay.
+2.
Okay.
Oh, to reflect the.
I rolled a natural 15 plus attack roll plus 3. Do I get my mighty deed, the 4?
Yeah, that's fine. So here's what happens. So y'all see Ernie. Ernie throws this shield like, no! It lands and it like goes right in front of Anatol. His ray goes, bounces off and kills another one of these flying skulls.
Nice.
That was nice. All right. So one shooting at Forrester gets a 19. Forrester, you take 3 points of damage. One is shooting at Wiggs. I'll say a 7 is going to miss Wiggs. One shooting at Tia Martha. I got a crit on Tia Martha. Oh. Tia Martha is going to take 2 points of damage and a monster crit. Monster crit. Monster crit. What's your primary weapon? Is your sword?
Yeah.
I have rolled this now 3 times. Your sword, like, it hits you and like it shocks you so bad that your sword flies out of your hand and lands 11 feet away. So
wow,
somewhere on the floor. It's okay though, because right now it's not officially your holy symbol. You still have your little homemade moon / horn helmet holy symbol on. So
that's true.
And then the other one that came out of the vat is going to take a punch at Anatol. Anatol, I'm going to get a total of a 9. I think that misses you.
It does.
It does. All right, Forrester. Forrester, you are there at the machine with all of the levers and dials and things. What are you going to do?
Well, Forrester feels like Wiggs kind of has the whole cage tying thing going on. And Anatol looks like he's in big trouble. So Forrester is going to go Murder Hobbit and go after the thing that's attacking Anatol. Which one is that? Is it one of the bat creatures?
Yeah.
It's one of the bat creatures. Yeah, one of the big guys.
All right. Oh, my best is an 11.
That's going to miss, yeah. Those are going to both miss.
Well, at the very least, I might be a meat deflection.
Yeah.
That's the name of my band.
That's the name of a video that I was in that I did in my youth when I was hard up.
I didn't see that one on IMDb.
I betcha. All right, but still, that was awesome. And it is Septis and then Tia Martha.
Ooh, Septis.
Septis, burn it all down, baby. Burn it all down. We'll get last move of the game. Leave nothing for
dear Julian.
Dear Julian.
I will, absolutely go ahead and burn 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That'll keep me in the barely negatives, and sleep on the rest of these things. So that's an 11 plus 4, 15, 8, 23. So, wrong spell. Ooh, I was looking at magic missile.
Julian is targeting that right now, by the way.
Of course, good. 4 targets, up to 4 targets fall asleep.
And what's my save? 22?
23.
23. So is that going to be the 1 guardian and then 3 flyers?
Yep.
Okay. The guardian can actually make a saving throw. So here comes that check. That's asleep. And then I'm rolling for flyer 1, fail. Flyer 2, fail. Flyer 3, and fail. Nicely done. So 3 of those flying ones all conk out, leaving only 3 left. That was awesome. Tia Martha, your turn.
All right, so it sounds like Anatol is in really rough shape. But the Guardian is down, so I'm going to walk over to Anatol, and I'm going to heal him.
All right.
I'm going to heal him.
In the name of some god.
The world is
Do it
watching.
out. Not a happy face.
Well, that's a 9. I think I'm gonna have to spend some luck because I'm just kind of done with not succeeding at this, unless the Hobbit wants to help.
How far are you?
I need 3
You need
points.
3?
Yeah.
I'll give you 2 of those 3.
Okay.
Cool.
Anatol, you're
One
awful?
die. Yeah.
You get 2.
2 dice. Oh, nice.
Cool. Roll it
Thank
up.
you for your help.
Awesome. All right, Wiggs, last play of the game, Wiggs. You have got the cage. Give me a DC 13 strength check to tie it off. Okay, so that didn't work. And but you know what though? That was valiant. You're like, your tiny, weak arms now because you have burnt out all your spell burn. Here you are trying to rescue this person who's like, please help me. So everyone, if you're watching from home, thank you so much for tuning in. But we're going to have to go ahead and knock off for this session. But thank you so much for tuning in to Blades Against Bandwidth. And don't forget, our brother Jeff is up for an inning, and I personally asked if everyone will go and support for the Appendix N podcast. Throw some love and to all of us out that way. And thank you to all my players. Thank you for everybody who's watching. I totally appreciate you guys tuning in. Thank you to all the cats who showed up tonight. This has been great. We saw a lot of cat action too. And we will pick up when we come back next time. This fight is ongoing. It's Anatol's turn when we come back. I made very careful notes. But mostly everything's asleep. So we'll start here next time. Thank you guys very much. And I appreciate you guys tuning in once more to Blades Against Bandwidth. Alex, play us.